This is an emergency public service announcement. Everything you're about to see is the truth and supported by piles of evidence. I will be supplying examples of that evidence later in this video. Investigate and judge for yourself. If you want to make a meaningful difference in this world and justify the resources you consume, then share, record, and mirror this video and the databases of evidence before I'm gone, so it can reach others who can do more and potentially save my life in time. I am the original founder of what is known today as Anonymous. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not a hacker, a criminal, or an anarchist, and nor is that which I started. My name is Jeremy Martin. I used to be what you would call a spy. I lived and grew up on the central coast of New South Wales, Australia. Many opportunists have claimed to be me, or associated with me, over the past 20-something years, such as Aubrey Cottle, Christopher Doyon, Hector Monsegur, and Jeremy Hammond. These people are not heroes, but opportunistic degenerates with long criminal records, no knowledge, skills, or achievements that match their claims, and largely represent everything I, and my real Anonymous, stand against. But I think everyone already knows the obvious, that there are two versions of Anonymous. One is true, one is a fraud. Anyone can put on a mask, but not anyone can put away their identity. I founded Anonymous in 1999. It first started with random act of kindness chains, to protect the innocent and vulnerable, to show the world a better way, and that there was some good left in the world worth fighting for. But you can't save the world with kindness alone. Interventions are often necessary. I usually worked alone, but where possible, I worked with many individuals and groups around the world, and I built up a reputation and a legend. In the world of computer hackers and cybercrime, because they would eventually meet the final boss of the internet when they least expect it. One nobody against an army of internet tough guys, and who would single-handedly crush them all like Dr. Manhattan. And that's where the false hacker legend began, which went viral a few years later when a news article misquoted the FBI about me and Anonymous. It was a game of Russian roulette among hackers to laugh as me, to scare each other into thinking the final boss had finally shown up to sort them out after all the threats and crimes they were doing. And every now and then, the real me would show up and sort them out. In the world of what illiterate governments cringingly call intelligence, which is anything but intelligent, I was, for lack of a better term, an international spy. As I said, I'm not a hacker. One who has the keys, or can walk through walls, doesn't need to hack away at a door with an axe. I had contacts and eyes everywhere, because I won people over in every corner. I proved my solutions true, won everyone over, and everyone knew at least one person whose life I saved or helped in a significant way. Once upon a time, a lot of people believed in me, and that included the so-called intelligence world. People who signed up to be a hero, only to find themselves stuck in a dead-end desk job doing shady things for shady people. I was living their dream, and I didn't get paid a cent. I benignly infiltrated everyone and everything in various moral and legal ways, and that was how I planted eyes everywhere and gained access to absolutely everything. And I'm responsible, in part or in full, for countless interventions that have happened around the world over the past 20-something years. But we live in an upside-down world where, by intentional design, someone else always gets a credit or punishment for someone else's deeds. In 2001, 9/11 happened. That changed everything. It doesn't matter who did it, because every major proposal for blame could and would have done it. And they have all provably done far worse, especially now. What matters here is instead what 9/11 was used as an excuse to do, just like they predictably did with the contagion we all know of today. The reshuffling of power into the hands of a small few. Not so much politicians, but more so government institutions. The people you don't know about, never voted in, and can't vote out. Like police, the medical system, social services, international contractors, and judges in obscure secret kangaroo court systems, whose salary is more than the President of the United States. Some like to call this the deep state, another cringe term. There's nothing deep about them, except for the trouble they are in with the evidence I have. A year or two after 9/11, and I'm skipping a lot here that's explained in detail elsewhere, mutual associates between me and Julian Assange tried to get us to work together. I won over and recruited his original crew already. Me and Julian lived near each other in New South Wales, Australia at the time. And we were loosely along the same lines of work, as they believed. So they brought us together. But as I got to know him better, I found him to be socially inept with the mentality of a toddler, politically and morally illiterate, and always wanted to be the boss of everything. When we went our separate ways, he admitted that all he wanted from me was my contacts, my methods, and my secrets. I told him he was going about it all wrong. I had access, and he didn't. Because his motives were wrong and no one trusted him. He didn't want to make the world a better place. He just wanted revenge against the United States and Australian governments for punishing him over crimes he did in his youth. He had a romantic dream of holding the government by the balls with leverage, to humiliate them and make them suffer. I'm just trying to protect the innocent and vulnerable. His original team vowed to do what it took to convince him into doing things my way, even if it took 2 years. And it did. And they came halfway when they started calling themselves WikiLeaks. Despite our disagreements, I still had a purpose for Julian and wanted him to succeed. I orchestrated the helicopter footage that put WikiLeaks on the world stage. And he is a hero for that. What did he do exactly? I did that. And even more so, the people I worked with in the US military who put themselves in grave danger to get the footage out. There are reasons why it took so long. When we parted ways, I warned him about a real threat of significance, the NSA's Prism and their search for an AI that could use all that data they illegally harvested, something they all do these days. There's a lot I could say about that. I pioneered a lot of AI back in those days, with connections to DARPA, MIT, and a secret society of AI programmers that was shut down to delay governments from getting their hands on it and using all the data they illegally harvested. To solve the government problem before such AI got into the government or corporate hands. Such an AI could build profiles on anyone, triangulate and track them anywhere, and predict human actions like a chess player who knows your choices 100 moves in advance. And the troubling part is that it's very simple to do. Most of you think you're complicated and unpredictable, but you're far from it. My first inside man for Prism was, as usual, disillusioned and very upset after realizing what he got himself caught up in and where it would inevitably lead. He told his wife what was going on, and she referred him to me because I helped her and other people she knew. That's usually how I would get access. Back in those days, Prism was operating in an abandoned, repurposed building complex surrounded by a fence. I can't remember if it was either 4 or 5 two-story buildings with black painted windows that surprisingly weren't reinforced or structurally secure, and a 1-story building at the front, a small one. Workers were not allowed to park near the complex because it was meant to appear abandoned to the public. Because it was a makeshift temporary place, not built for that purpose, there were a lot of problems with air circulation, causing the computers to overheat. They had no plans for renovation because they were going to move it all later to a new facility. I knew all this back in early 2002, about 6 months after it started, long before Edward Snowden found and leaked anything about it. Julian didn't want to believe me, but his crew did. But speaking of Edward Snowden, the other so-called hero who mentioned Prism, wasn't he the bad guy? Literally worst of the worst? from a family line of privileged government employees paid a fortune to do shady things unquestionably. The master hacker guy just turns out to be just a low-level employee who did the graveyard shift as a security guard. His only qualification, that he is willing to sell out and do any evil the government pays him to do. So they hired him to do what a 5-year-old can do, because there was no other job he was capable of doing. He put a CD in a computer, clicked install, removed the CD. Over and over, all day, every day, at Dell. That mythological, creepy government gremlin so many people are paranoid about, who watches you sleep, puts malware onto your phone and spits you on a sandwich when you're not looking, he's that guy for real. But he's a hero now, right? For selling you out, then selling out his buddies for selling your secrets, and then he goes and does the same thing by selling a book about selling secrets, selling his own buddies out for doing the same thing he's in the very act of doing. I recruited people in the so-called intelligence world because they wanted to do the right thing. Edward Snowden seems to be driven by boredom and the pursuit of clout, while bee-womaning is the worst of both Assange and Snowden on steroids, hemorrhoids or hormones or whatever. You will know them by their fruits, so look at their histories and measure them by their fruits. Let's skip all the way to 2011. Julian Assange did a runner and began his exodus in an embassy. Edward Snowden just happened. The anonymous fan base and followers grew so big that there's a meetup in almost 1,000 locations with massive crowds on the same day every year, the 5th of November. I went dark a long time ago, after organising my original followers, who were mostly made up of military and so-called intelligence operatives, some of which moved into key positions in cutting-edge secret government in civilian technology corporations or organisations, and sent them on a long mission expected to last 10 to 15 years, to use what I taught them to covertly recruit, infiltrate and plant eyes and ears in every corner. Sleeper cells documenting evidence of systemic corruption in every corner, while I set the rest up myself for the final solution, with a promise to reappear and intervene with the uninformed followers of Anonymous when necessary, which I repeatedly did. A small number of them couldn't keep it a secret though. They were so inspired that they had to share it with the public, against my wishes. After testing it on an obscure Japanese image board in the early 2000s, they began posting updates about what we were doing on the new 4chan, in hope of recruiting civilians as well. I was always for recruiting civilians of potential, carefully, but not in that way in a place like 4chan, which would only attract degenerate liabilities. I had a promise to keep to eventually go public after sending them out on their mission. And when I went public, it was in the timeline I promised. I didn't have much choice over the timing because I got screwed over massively by those I care about most, some of which are now dead. I took the situation as an opportunity to go public as I promised, and document what happened as a predictable result. I was vulnerable, alone, betrayed, the biggest target there ever was, and the easiest target there ever was. In August 2013, about 10 years ago, I began writing and publishing my story and progressively provided detailed examples and references to evidence and witnesses and things that went on that the government tried to cover up. Let's say that everything I've told you up until now wasn't true. I'm a liar, or I'm crazy, or I'm an idiot chicken sandwich, or whatever. What do you think is going to happen if it isn't true? What do you think is going to happen if it is true? People go around making all kinds of big and ridiculous claims all the time, and little if anything happens to them. Many people go around crying conspiracy or claiming to be the founder or leader of Anonymous. Nothing happens. And when they do rampant crimes in the open as a taunt while hiding behind other people's causes, still little or nothing happens. But not with me, and only me. Up until this point, I've had a completely clean criminal record, never so much as a parking fine. But minutes after I published the first chapter of my story, which involved abuse I suffered as a child, my family went after me, tried to break into my home, and sent the police after me with bogus psychiatric complaints. It's not true, he's delusional, lock him up, shut him up, crucify him. Those same family members were caught in the past making false reports against me, got caught doing it, confessed to it, and were told that any further reports would get them locked up, not me. And for years, the violent bullying and baseless 1984 psychiatric threats stopped. But now, their worst fears had come true, and I finally dobbed on them publicly. I had to, as part of my life story. And they were in the way. And they desperately needed to take me out. After my family failed to break in, they said they were sicking the police onto me to swat me. An hour and a half after I published the first chapter of my story on Facebook, the police arrived, gaslighted, abused, and threatened me. Well, I recorded the whole thing and published that too. After half an hour of police gaslighting and abuse, they finally left. They quietly investigated what I was publishing. Freaked out. Confirmed I really was who I claimed to be. And after 2 weeks, it all began. The daily violent police raids, threats, taunts, gaslighting, beatings at gunpoint, kidnappings, tortures, assassination attempts, and hidden camera confessions of all kinds of horrific crime. It wasn't just the police. Every single corner of the government got involved over time. With my family and the government both desperately trying to make me disappear, to stop me from talking and producing more evidence, I documented and published as many of the attacks and raids as I could. And the more I uploaded footage of government and police attacks, threats, gaslighting, framing, assassination attempts, etc., the more desperate they were to take me out. And the more they did it, in a vicious spiral. And then the police found out about a big database of recordings I had on them, and I recorded them, threatening me over it. I uploaded and made public the recording of those threats in January 2014. And the same police came back a short time later and seized my home for a whole day. The entire local police force swarmed, surrounded, and loitered around the outside of my home for a day, taunting, mocking, threatening, and vandalizing the outside of my home. The first story was that they were just having a picnic in my front yard. That story later changed to a lie that I was waving knives around and threatening to slit my wrists, citing Section 22 of the Mental Health Act, which gives police and government officials extreme powers to raid, kidnap, and disappear anyone, anytime, with no warrant and no explanation required, and become immune to investigation, even at the highest level, with the simple magic words: mental illness. My home was trashed, my body ravaged at gunpoint, my front door completely destroyed and left open for anyone to vandalize and take whatever they please. I was tied up, dragged around, and paraded around the neighborhood by a massive army of police mocking and laughing at me. And then I was imprisoned in Wyong Hospital Psychiatric Facility, where the accusations against me were instantly withdrawn, and I'm imprisoned without charge or trial, or any reason given. And then I am drugged and tortured extensively, tied up naked like a hog, face down in the urine of the previous victim, where I can't breathe, paralyzed and foaming at the mouth by the forced drugging of a deadly neurotoxin, at the hands of a professional torturer and convicted mass murderer by the name of George Slowinski. And not a single person who ever knew me lifted a single finger to help me. Many people who knew me got scared of being targeted for knowing me and broke all contact with me. Some at least apologized for it, but many more, many of which owed me money of course, took the opportunity to join in with the gaslighting and even robbed me, knowing they would get away with it because my reputation was destroyed by an ocean of lies and no one would believe me. I didn't do it. Don't believe him. He's crazy. He's delusional. He's mentally ill. And to make it worse, the government and police were paying off local thugs to attack me and spread lies about me to the local community. And I have the recordings of the money being exchanged in daily payments of $100 to $1,000, where they would surround and siege my home 24/7, taking shifts for years on end. And it was always done through this police car every day. And it was always done through this police car every day. Number 223 of the Highway Patrol. But this isn't just one or two corrupt police and government officials. It's every single one in every single corner. And every single one of their employees, without exception, is either in on it or knows all about it and turns a blind eye. Every last one. And I have a list of recordings of their confessions. Thousands of hours of hidden camera recordings, hundreds of thousands of documents, terabytes of data. Countless recorded attempts to kidnap, frame, assassinate, raid my home and delete the evidence. Everything you can imagine. Every day for 10 years. The problem here isn't evidence, which is abundant. The problem here is that they, and you, turn a blind eye. Consistently. Every single step of the way. And you only start caring when it's your turn to be the victim. But those who turn a blind eye are never victims. You're just getting what you deserve for screwing over the very people who sacrificed everything to give you the chance of redemption you consistently waste. And don't deserve. For 10 years, I've been on the run, surviving countless assassination attempts, while every level of the Australian government and every other government covers it up and pretends I don't exist. I'm gravely injured by what they have done to me and need urgent surgery and medical resources to save my life, if it's not too late already. But I am blocked at every turn, and every time I am met with more assassination attempts, which are repeatedly caught on camera. I'm now going to give a few examples of the past 10 years. And this is really hard because there's so much. It's going to go for hours. But this is not a narrative. It's just a few small examples out of thousands of hours more like it. Just to give you an idea of what happens all day, every day, without a moment of rest for so long now. And to show that I'm not bluffing. I supply this evidence under the claims of fair use, the public interest, national and international security, whatever that means anymore, and to save my life, since every corner, or not just my life, but the lives of every whistleblower and victim, since every corner of government is on the record trying to cover it up and assassinate me. These are just samples out of a massive compilation. Thousands of hours of hidden camera recordings, hundreds of thousands of documents, terabytes of data. Because of who I am, the threat I pose to the corrupt in every corner, and what I will rightfully do given the chance. There is not a single place in this world where I am safe. I am not safe in any place. My safety and my survival is entirely dependent on you rising up and doing the right thing. Being my eyes, my ears, and my bodyguards to defend me as I defended you. And if you don't do that by June 27, 2023 at the latest, I will be gone. And everything they did to me, they will do to you, as they have already done to some of you. And there will be no one and nothing that can stop it. As history has consistently shown, you will never have what it takes to understand and fight this enemy. I do. Your silence is an endorsement and involves you as a perpetrator in their crimes. And everyone will answer to everything they have done, the easy way or the hard way, for better or worse, in punishment or reward. Everything you do or allow to be done unto me will be done unto you. And you will receive the same mercy you showed me and all the others.
I've spent my life standing up to evil. That is what that symbol there means. And it is wrong to just turn a blind eye and just ignore problems. That's why problems exist, because of turning a blind eye. I mean,
so do you think you as a person can stop it by yourself?
Well,
No, I'm recording because
You're
I'm.
going to continue recording.
No. I've.
Seize this in evidence. In
No,
relation to
you
this matter.
can't. I'm sorry, but you can't. I'm in my own property. I'm sorry, but you can't.
That's fine. But if we're going to take this matter to court, I will
You can
seize it
no,
as evidence.
you can send someone to get a copy of the footage. Sure, but you
Take
cannot.
the phone,
You can no.
seize it.
I'm sorry, but you can't. And this is on record, okay? And I'll be uploading it. What is the problem? What is the problem now? No, I didn't put something on Facebook at all. Okay, look, if you can't even get your facts right, please just leave. I would not like to be harassed. I would like you to leave right now. I would like you to leave right now.
No.
You can leave, you have no right to be here, you're harassing me.
I'm going to smash my way through these two doors and drag you out if I have to.
And why?
Why? Because you made threats to self-harm, that's why.
I've not made any threats to self-harm. You better define self-harm, alright? I'm telling my contact right now. I've just informed my contact and not been informing other people. Now, I have recorded you swearing at me last time. It's been uploaded and has been backed up to a safe location. The whole conversation. Yeah, pretend you can't hear.
Jeremy, I want you to open the door.
I will not be opening the door. I have not committed a crime.
No,
I have not committed a crime. You have no right to violate. I will defend myself any way I see fit if you violate my
I
space.
will. I'll open that door and you'll be taken to custody, okay?
And I will defend myself.
Take it down.
And I will defend myself.
But you'll get tased if you don't.
We don't forget. I don't either.
Do you?
I want to go and see a book to print.
Here I am, you little shit. Here I am. Where are
I'm
you?
not a little shit.
Yes, you are. You're a nobody. You're a nobody. I've got you on camera already. Have you learned your lesson? Have you learned your lesson?
Get off me.
Have you learned?
Bastard.
Fucking stop it.
Never. Ever.
Never ever what?
Will I stop it?
I have the right to self-defense.
So do I.
You made
You
me
attacked me
take
twice. I
That's what happens when you come at me and attack me and slander me. Hello officers, I cannot open my door. I am live streaming right now. I am being framed by corrupt police officers. I have extensive footage. Well, funny you have for it. I'm speaking to you right now. I can talk to you right now. I am live streaming right now. I've been attacked again. I have extensive evidence. Read the door. Read the door.
We'll be kicking the door in about a few minutes.
Well, I'm live streaming.
Okay. Yeah, Jeremy, mate, at the moment you committed an offence there.
I have not committed an offence. I've done nothing wrong.
At the moment, you wanted for an affray, alright? Either open the door.
This is ongoing. I'm live streaming again. This is ongoing.
Jeremy?
No, you don't. Are you not having permission? No, you don't have permission. You don't have permission to open my door.
Jeremy, I'm just letting you know my name's Constable Matt Boyd, alright? I'm from the police.
Yeah.
Mate, at the moment I'm placing you under arrest for an assault and affray.
I have
You don't
not.
have to say
I've
anything
done no
you do not
crime.
want
You
to.
have no evidence of it.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, I've done no crime. You got
Okay.
no evidence of it.
Anything you say or do, I will record.
I've never spoken to your wife. You've told. So I've spoken to your apparently deceased wife, have I?
Yeah, when I said to you, my wife, I said, I'm not married.
So I've spoken to a deceased person, have I?
You're lucky you haven't been blown up sky high. The civilization I come from, when I came from the civilization you were on, like an ape living on the tree. I'm not threatening you, but when it happens, it'll happen.
Out. Get the fuck out right now. Get out right now. Get out right now. I've just taken your license numbers. Get out now.
Our license
Here to call the police.
Yeah, call the police. License number.
Call the police, Peter. Come down here and sort it out like a man. Come on. Come on, mate.
Our license number.
They've come out of jail. Oh, get out of here.
Lock your door, Peter.
Let us rub me. Lock the door, Peter.
Shut this door, you rock.
Rub me.
Fucking Peter.
Rub.
It poisoned my name and a bloke called Jeremy Martin. Poisoned their brain about what horrible people we are, you know what I mean? I'm getting a thicker file on it.
You've said that you've recorded some stuff.
Yeah.
So are you? So when things
and
appear,
all this stuff's been emailed to because the police, you can't take it copy, but all the stuff's been emailed to video recordings and actually conversations, and it's all recorded, okay, and video evidence as well.
So how are you recording this?
Through my neighbour.
Okay. All right. And if
you don't need to know any more than that.
Well, if these, then why aren't you reporting it to police?
I have reported it to the police. Gavin Bull.
With the recording?
No, because he said he can't take them, Gavin Bull, at the entrance police.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Okay.
But I've got the Ombudsman's number as well, and I'm going down that track this week now.
Is it possible that with...
Look, I've got copies of everything, and Gavin Bull has read them. I've got copies of them, all transcripted conversations.
Yep.
Okay, and the police just read and don't even want to take a copy.
Its transcript means nothing. It's got to be the recording.
Yeah, well, I've got four tapes at the moment on him. Yeah, it's all there, mate.
Okay.
Is
it possible that you are trying to provoke? But you've indicated that you're the one that's doing the recording.
I'm not doing the recording. Someone else is doing the recording.
But are you getting that person to record, or is
he doing it of his own volition?
So he's recording
in support of me.
In support of you.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Going back, he's been there 10 years. This Jeremy.
Yep.
And the same tactics. This is a sort of intimidatory behaviour, and he's just watching it play out with me. Exactly the same treatment Jeremy got. So that's why Jeremy, of his own volition, has offered to do all this stuff. He said, mate, and it's all documented. It's all Reggie did. So you know. Is this the person that you rang when we came to your place to arrest you this morning? Is this the person that you rang on your mobile phone and spoke briefly to? Yeah.
Is that the same person?
Yeah.
Yep.
And the police had come and spoken to me, and I told them exactly what I told you. But it's all step by step by step, and just a build up of events.
Touching base with you. We've got some information about you putting something on Twitter. Tweet something on one of the FBI pages.
Oh, something about Discord hackers or something?
Yeah?
Yeah, I documented Discord hackers. I sent it to the FBI. Stuff documented it all, and I sent it all up.
Was this something about, would you like to stop a real terrorist attack? Instead of protecting them, and you said you had to build an armoured EMP suit. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, just a glowy suit.
Yeah. Do you remember that tweet? Yeah?
I vaguely remember something like that.
Yeah. What was it all about? Were you upset over something? And also, have you been seen by the mental health at Wyong recently?
No.
No? You haven't had any
No,
issues?
I'm not interested in that. I don't have any mental health.
It's going alright?
Yeah, what's this about?
Well, we're just concerned. We've received this report that you've made these Twitter.
I did this.
You've got to be careful what you do post, okay? Yep, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's just a common
windows
trauma.
are all...
Oh, because I was away for ages. I only just got back.
Okay, where you been?
I've just been on holidays and stuff.
Okay.
I go on holidays here and there.
Did you ever take any screenshots of it? Did you take a screenshot and upload it somewhere else?
I don't think so, but and I give them to that. I find out what country they're in, and I pass them on. So I have to deal with a lot of bad people, and I get evidence, and I give them to authorities as much as I can. This is like one in an ocean of stuff I deal with, but I'm pretty sure I remember.
So you don't have any recollection of replying to an FBI account? Would you like to stop a real terrorist attack? You remember that one?
Upload evidence of them, and I kept reporting to this stuff to the FBI of in our own communities, crimes going on over and over. These crimes we're saying kind of rings a bell. I might have sent. That somehow makes it okay. It's not okay. That's terrorism and stuff, and that's a crime. If you go around doing this all day, every day, like these scumbags, that's a crime in my view, and it should not be tolerated. So this person that you're mentioning, if I had any information on someone called It's like a common name, so I've got nothing going. But if I had anything to give to you, I would definitely give it to you. But
That's all right.
if you've got any more information, I may be able to. I don't know any.
Are you still
like
seeing your caseworker, Anastasia, or you don't see her?
No, I don't have mental problems. I never have.
Never. Okay. Just be mindful of what you're putting out there, okay?
No, so you're trying to basically catch someone who's making threats on the internet, is that right?
No. Well, I'm not. I'm just responding
That's
to
what I'm
what
trying to
you're...
do. I'm trying to stop people who are going around on the internet making
Righto.
threats.
Okay, well, thanks, Jeremy. Okay?
Well, just to make my position clear, I'm trying to stop innocent people from getting threatened and harmed over the internet. It's a crime, no differently, anything you do over the internet is no different than you do in person. So people who go around making threats over the internet, you know, 1 in 10 of them will do it, the other 9 won't, and of those other 9, probably 5 of them in 10 years will do it. As far as I'm concerned, it's all a crime, and any governing authority who has the power to stop it should stop it. I'm not talking about censoring hate speech. I'm talking about catching real criminals who go around threatening random innocent people who are apparently not allowed to even speak in self-defense. But that's my position.
All right, thanks for that.
So if you want to talk and debate about it or go through any evidence on any user, yep, okay. Is there anywhere I can contact if I can find something? One detective. Okay.
Help! 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 I'm gonna have a heart attack. Hurry!
We're right here, buddy.
Yeah, hurry! I'm having a heart attack.
Okay. Can we get some lights on?
I can't, it's too far away.
What are you spitting? Why are you spitting?
I'm throwing up. Acid is bubbled. My left hand, my wallet, my phone.
Alright, we're just getting some lights on so we can see what's going on.
My left hand, my wallet, my phone.
Yep.
Can you get it?
We're going to need to get up, mate, so we can get you out.
Yeah,
I can't stand up.
why not?
I can't pass out. I can't pass out and throw up.
What's your name?
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Alright, so what's been going on today for this?
I woke up with a sore arm in a really strange kind of pain I've never had before, and then starting getting nausea and throwing up and passing out.
Okay. Has it happened before?
No, I've been sick with an abdominal belly problem. I've been shitting yellow
Okay,
still.
listen, we're right here.
I've been
Don't
shitting
have to
yellow.
yell, mate.
I can't help it. I can't about pass out. I've been shitting yellow still. My skin's been changing, going all yellow and brown and stuff. And I have an abdominal infection.
Okay, so have you been taking antibiotics for that?
No, I can't see a doctor. I'm in a unique
So how do you
position.
know you've got an infection?
I've already confirmed one of it a while back.
What is?
I have belly pains, massive bloating for like a year, 2 years now.
Okay, do they ever get any fluid out? Do they? Do you ever?
How can I need to go? I'm gonna die. I can't breathe.
Have you?
I'm about to pass out. I can't answer. I'm about to pass out. You're gonna get me out of here.
No, just you're lying down, mate. If you pass out,
I can't walk.
okay, listen to me. Stop yelling for starters.
I can't help it.
You can.
Stop playing fucking around. Get me out of here.
We're not playing around.
Get me out of here.
Look, I'll come back when you stop yelling.
Get me out of here.
We will, but not while you're yelling and carrying
Get
on.
me out of here.
I tell you what, you can speak that loudly.
Get me out of here.
You've got good.
Get me out of here.
Yeah. Just wait, mate. At the moment, it looks like you've got a few things going on, but you don't need to be yelling at me. Listen. You've got a good pulse. You are talking.
You're not even feeling my pulse.
Talking. Okay. You are yelling so loud, which tells me that you have.
I'm in pain and I'm thrown up.
Yep. That you have a good amount of oxygen going in. I know that you're in pain, and I can help you with that.
but not if you're yelling and you're abusive. Good baby one. They need to go back to being like a probationer and write everything down.
You complain I'm yelling because I can't breathe.
That's not true. If you're yelling,
I
that
can't
means
breathe because I'm throwing up, you fucking piece of shit!
Alright.
Can I get the cops here, mate?
Stop it.
I come on the ground, I'm passing out, and you throw the back at the cops on me! Get me out of here, please!
Not when you're speaking to us like that, mate. You can get stuffed.
You won't go anywhere near you speaking to us like that. Alright. Put your finger out so I can pop this bit of equipment. I know you're vomiting, but
I was supposed to talk when I'm vomiting with that.
vomiting is not going to make you pass out.
I can't talk with that. This is how the only way I can talk, and I'm vomiting.
Alright, are you allergic to anything?
Supposedly, supposedly allergic to penicillin.
Okay.
I'm giving you that then.
I can't talk when I'm throwing up.
Right, we're going to either roll over on your back and try and sit up so we can get you up. You can't get like that, mate. We're just out on our bed. Our bed's just here in front of you.
Can you take my mobile phone and my wallet?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yep, got it. We'll just put it in the bed.
I can't stand up.
Well, you're going to have to, mate, because we can't pick you up. We can help you to get up. Our bed is just here at the top of the little ramp.
I need help getting up.
Yep, you can get that.
But if you start yelling at us and carrying on.
I'm yelling that I can't breathe the other way from the
You're
door.
breathing fine, mate. You're yelling at us, so you're breathing okay. Let's go. Up you go. Come on. Right, lift your legs up. Bend the knees up. Not even really vomiting. It might just spitting stuff up. Come on. You ready? Stand up. Come on, stand up.
Take your weight. Alright, have a look where the bed is and head on out there.
Yeah, well, you just keep walking. You drop, we're going to let you go. That's part of our job.
I'm vomiting bubbles and really strong acid.
That's true it is, mate. You've got a stomach infection.
Right? Try not to
Have to spit in the ass.
I'm trying to spit so I can breathe. I'll try to explain.
You
again.
take that. That's okay. Just, you know what? Just relax.
I am relaxed.
Is
I
your
just
tummy-
can't breathe. I need help with the vomiting, that's all.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you can't breathe.
I can't breathe while I'm in the middle of vomiting and I'm gagging.
Yeah, you can breathe through your nose. Wipe your nose.
Not while I'm vomiting. Not while I'm vomiting and gagging. I can't breathe.
Yes.
Do you have any more of this? It's just,
Yeah, we'll get you some in a second, buddy.
Yeah, we'll get you more of that.
the noise is starting to pass again.
Alright, so you said you're only allergic to penicillin?
Supposedly, but it's not sure. So just as a precaution.
I'll stand
I'll do it.
It's got some on Dan's.
Oh,
So
sweet.
you want to check
Okay,
it
the
out?
noise is getting a bit better again. I can talk a bit better.
Meg, this is Max.
Hello.
Hey, Max.
He's really
How
good.
are
Now,
you?
let me make this clear because you seem to be fixated on this idea of me yelling. When I am throwing up and gagging, there is only one way I can speak, is to try and force the words while I'm through the gag reflex. It should be common sense.
Mate,
you know
I'll remind
what?
you that you called us a fucking piece of shit in your
Because
house.
yes, quite frankly, for a good reason.
No,
Because
you're
I'm lying
not.
on the floor. I'm lying
No
on
one
the floor on the
deserves-
edge of passing out.
No one deserves to be spoken
I'm
to
lying
like
on
that.
on the floor on the edge of passing out, and you're throwing your ego at me, talking crap.
Oh, you
Anyway,
go,
we
you
were
mate.
trying
Just
to
don't
prove
appreciate being
just-
called a piece of
Absolutely,
shit.
Telling you to
absolutely
stop it.
disgusting. Absolutely
Yeah,
disgusting.
it was. Your behaviour was.
No, my behaviour was not. Your behaviour was absolutely disgusting.
Do you want this injection for your nausea?
For the nausea, is it for the nausea? Yes.
Yep. And you're only allergic to penicillin?
That I know of, yes.
Yep. So you
Now, what a paramedic does is
Mate,
they get
hey,
you
hey,
out of
hey,
there
hey,
as
hey,
soon
hey,
as possible.
hey,
They ask
hey,
you questions
we
while
don't.
they're getting you out of there.
No,
hey,
we don't.
this is the end of it, mate. You carry on, we get the police down here. They deal with you, okay? Settle down.
Do I have my phone and my wallet with me?
Yeah.
And it's just getting worse.
Sorry that you've been through all of this. I'm just afraid at this time of the day, an emergency. What is your expectation today? I've got a job to do. Okay, I'm trying to help you.
Yes, so I came here with medical problems related to actually this bloating, but I've got other potentially more serious medical problems all at the same time.
Okay.
But it's mainly this bloating, the nausea, and the vomiting, and not being able to breathe.
Do you think all these medical problems, in a way, are related to your kind of other social problems?
I don't have any social problems.
I mean, all of this.
No, nothing to do. No, nothing to do with it. No, I don't.
All this.
You're talking about like stress and stuff like that.
Stress and
no, I'm not. No, I don't.
Concerns about your safety and your.
I'm not. No. Look, I've.
Are you going to wait and see the mental health team?
Why am I seeing the mental health team?
Well, do you?
Why am I seeing the mental health team?
Doctor wanted you to.
I don't want to see the mental health team. No.
Right.
No, I don't want to see the mental health team. Or I'll just leave.
Right.
Well, I'll just leave then.
No, well, we're just giving you stuff for the.
No, I don't want to see the mental health.
Well, all right. Well, you don't have to. Hey, stay there.
So I will not be speaking to the mental health team. I've organised, and I've organised. Should I not come out of here in a set time?
You're telling me that?
Yes.
Yes. It's just
So will I not be seeing the mental health team?
Not if you don't want to. No.
Okay, thank you. So that document that I gave you was a testimony of a government contractor for the Department of Defence, testifying as a personal witness to the mental health team of this hospital.
Settle down. Hey.
I am settled down. Don't tell me I'm stressed. I'm not
Excuse me.
stressed. You said it was organised to see the mental health team. I will not see the mental health team.
Jeremy,
I said to you.
we're not going to force you to see the mental health team.
Thank you.
Okay? We're mainly offering. We're here to help you and support you.
Okay.
Okay? And part of our job is to assist you medically and psychosocially.
Okay, well I'm psychosocially fine.
Okay.
I provided a document as a witness testimony. You can look for yourself online, you can share the document. It's a witness to the fact that the mental health team of this hospital is involved in very serious crimes. The administrator was rescued out of prison in order to orchestrate these crimes. I have piles of evidence. I can show you his court documents on the internet at a whim. I will not speak to the mental health team, and I've taken precautions if I don't come out of here as a free man, sir.
As doctors and nurses here, we have a professional duty to, if we are concerned about your health in any way,
and what are you concerned
about?
What are your concerns?
What it takes.
What are your concerns?
My concern is you have a condition, mental health condition.
What is my mental health condition? No, I'm leaving.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm leaving.
You don't want to wait for the
No, I'm sorry, but look, I showed you documents to prove that the mental health people here have done. I showed you documents to prove that the mental health people here have tortured me and they're involved in crimes. I offered you documents on their criminal records.
I don't think people here torture other people.
After what I told you, I think it's pretty obvious that any association with those people.
I know what you think, okay? That's why I'm getting...
I don't think I have piles of evidence. I have piles of evidence that I offered you.
Do you want to stand here? I'm not doing anything, okay? Just stand here so you don't let other people hear you, okay?
It's Natasha from the Assertive Outreach Team on 4396511. Could you please give me a call when you can?
I'm here.
Oh, you're there. Hi, Jeremy. How are you?
I was asleep.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it? I need to have a chat with you. So if you're just waking up, I can.
No, it's alright. I'm waking up now. I slept in. It's alright.
You slept in. It's probably a nice day for a sleep in.
What's up?
Can you talk into the phone? I can't hear you.
Oh,
very
sorry.
well, Jeremy.
Sorry, I wasn't talking to the phone. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Jeremy, I just need to let you know this afternoon, I've had a phone call from someone within her health who has let me know that you have uploaded to YouTube a conversation, a phone call between yourself and myself that actually identified me. I identify myself when I make that call. Jeremy, as I haven't given you permission to use that as a public recording, I've been advised to ask you to remove it effective immediately.
Well, no, I won't be.
Okay, that's fine. Well, Jeremy, I just need to let you know that if that's the case, then I will have to follow that up with our privacy people within health, because it is a breach of privacy.
Can you refer to what video it is? Because I upload hundreds of videos.
Yeah, it's not a video, it's a voice recording.
Yeah, well, I don't know what it is, so I can't take down something I don't even know what it is to begin with.
Well, Jeremy, you can go and have a look because you've uploaded it. It's on there under a link, apparently, that you have put up yourself. So, again, I'm not going to take responsibility for that being up there.
What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? I don't recall you ever saying anything but the name.
I'm asking you to remove it.
I don't recall you ever saying anything but the name Natasha.
Speaking with the New South Wales Police about that happening.
Well, go on, go ahead.
All right, okay. And I'll see you soon then, Jeremy. Thank you.
That's unfortunate, but our position cannot.
What's unfortunate is you give me a fucking chemical lobotomy here. I'm basically hearsay. Look, I can give you another copy. Here. Would you like to watch it? 15 minutes of proof. 15 minutes of proof.
Look, I can't watch it. I haven't got a DVD player.
15 minutes of proof that I'm innocent.
We don't have it.
15 minutes of proof that I'm innocent.
Yeah. What I can't argue.
I don't want it. You have it.
What I can't argue with you, and I can't argue with you, is that the hospital has had you in
I've not been given a hearing. I've not been assessed.
The hospital has had you in there for a fairly lengthy period.
6 weeks, and they lied at my tribunal. I wasn't given a chance to defend myself.
And you've had the opportunity to go to the tribunal.
No, I haven't.
Look. I'm in the position of a member of the police force who's given an order by a judge. I can't.
And I'm reporting a crime here.
Well, look, we have to agree to disagree, unfortunately. I don't want to do this, but well, all right. I'll have to leave it at that. Sorry if you're upset, but we will have to come back on Tuesday with that.
Show me any proof of any medical proof of any diagnosis. That's what my hearing was adjourned because they had no proof.
Okay, Jeremy, you understand we're just acting on the doctors.
Yeah, it's just like a bug acts on behalf of his mob boss when he shoots someone. Yeah. Oh, it's my boss ordered me. It's not my fault. It was your fault what you've done to me. I have proof to the contrary. I've got witness testimony on camera.
As health professionals, we don't need evidence. As health professionals, we don't need evidence. As health professionals, we don't need evidence.
We do sympathise, and look, we do sometimes think that people are put on treatment orders that they don't, that they, probably shouldn't have got. But when a legal order's made, we have to comply with it.
Help! 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 Okay, for 10 years. For 10 years. I spent my life helping others at every cost of myself. Everyone left me for dead. Watch like it's a fucking TV show. Help! In 5 days. 5 days. Wednesday the 19th of October. A new countdown, they're gonna get me. Repeated the countdown's in the mail. They're gonna raid and kidnap me. The police. Help! 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 Someone help me! Help! 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 Help!
My name is Jeremy Martin. If I have referred you to this video, then it means I have accessed a government service of some sort. I will have told you about my situation, and I am now providing you with some samples of witness testimony to verify my honesty, sanity, and the danger I am in for accessing a government service as a government whistleblower with an extensive history of persecution. I'm not just any government whistleblower. I'm the founder of a global organization known as Anonymous, and I'm one of the most desperately hunted whistleblowers in the world. If I came to you by myself, then it means I could not get armed personal bodyguards to protect me at the time. If so, then I will have set up a global network of watchers who will be actively monitoring the situation to ensure that I don't disappear without them knowing where, when, and who was responsible. Let it be clear that I do not have any criminal record whatsoever. I must do this for my own protection and as a deterrent of consequence should something happen, like suddenly dying or disappearing. So without further delay, I provide a short and sufficient sample of witnesses to give credibility to my honesty and sanity.
So, let's start.
Okay.
So I'm not going to name your name, I'm going to do a video, and I'm going to show your Department of Defense government contractor ID with it censored, your name and everything, all the details censored, just so people can see. So you're a government contractor for the Department of Defense. You've got an ID card to prove it. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so you've known me for quite a few years, and you were there for the Manhattan campaign and everything, and you've known me for quite a few years, and am I the kind of person who lies?
No. You're a very honest man. I've never seen you tell a lie. You've always told the truth.
Thank you. Now, I say a lot of things that are really controversial, such as being the founder of Anonymous, and then there's the let's not even go there because it's a long topic. Because I say a lot of controversial things, but I back this stuff up with extensive evidence, don't I?
Absolutely. More evidence than most people ever would get anywhere. Like, most people don't even get anywhere close to the kind of evidence that you bring forth, so yes.
In your experience, am I the founder of Anonymous?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. So you are a government contractor for the Department of Defense. I'll show you your ID card in the video to prove it, and with my YouTube channel on it, just to show. And you pretty much confirm that I don't tell lies. I am the founder of Anonymous, and the stuff that I say, as controversial as it is, that it's all in your experience, it's all true. So
Yeah, you have all the evidence to back it up.
Yeah. One more thing. You confirm that you've been there along through ever since you've been knowing me since before, long before I went public. But since I went public, you were there you've been there to experience and see the recordings and stuff as things happened. Of everything that's been the targeting, the harassment, all the attempts to frame and assassinate me, all this kind of shit that's happened to me. That I've been progressively putting videos up of. You've just seen a lot of this stuff firsthand, like pretty much as it happened, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm not making any of this up, am I?
No.
Thanks. I don't think there's anything else we can talk about. It's about it. Pretty much shows the point. Thanks for the time, just for a couple of minutes, just to confirm this stuff.
No problem.
Thanks. Bye.
This is my testimony that Jeremy Martin is not a liar and he is not crazy. Jeremy is in very poor health and he needs to see a doctor as soon as possible for the damage that his own government did to him. I am also a personal witness to the fact that whenever he tries to get medical treatment, his own government tries to gaslight and discredit and kidnap him. He needs political asylum and a medical intervention to save his life, and he needs it as soon as possible.
I've chosen not to disclose my name in fear of my own safety. I'm voicing my testimony on behalf of Jeremy Martin as a personal witness to his honesty and sanity. He's in desperate need of emergency medical attention. He needs help badly. He's of sound mind, and there is no need for psychiatric intervention whatsoever. I fear for Jeremy's life if he does not get the medical attention needed without law enforcement or any department's intervention. My social media was infiltrated while helping Jeremy before by the above mentioned. Please help my friend medically and don't report him.
Your name is Sean, and you've known me for a while now.
Yes.
And I'm just doing a little recording just to back up what I say. So you know me for a while now. You know my situation. You've seen at least a sizable amount of my evidence. So about the government persecution, my medical situation and stuff. Can you tell me? Can you just in your own words tell me what's going on and what you can confirm yourself? What's going on?
Hello?
Yep, just tell me what's going on, your version of the situation the situation I'm in.
Sorry, my computer went all black. So I've known you for a while. As far as the situation goes right now, I would say you're in a bad health state, and it happened after you came out of, I don't remember the name of the exact place, but it was the mental health place after you got taken from court. Which is like
I got kidnapped outside
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got kidnapped outside of a courtroom after they failed to frame me in court, and the police were waiting outside the very courtroom, and after they failed to do me in court, they kidnapped me outside the very courtroom door. So I was in prison for a year, right?
Yeah. And then they did some stuff with you there, and I helped you get messages up during that time too.
Yeah, I was there for a little while before no one knew what had happened to me. I went to court and I got disappeared. No one knew where I was, and for a while. So I came out. It took help from around the world to get me out, and and they didn't leave me alone. And I became a fugitive. My new home was also completely raided over and over again. Stuff, right? Mm-hmm. You know about that, right?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. I'm not making this up. It's all happened. Yeah. So as a result of what they did to me, they extensively tortured me and stuff, and did horrific things to me, and interrogated me and all kinds of crap.
A lot of the stuff from the cops was trumped up charges, and then with the court case, it was flat out lying, because I remember you showed us the documents of the accusation that I think one of the main things was it happened while you were not provoked. That's trying to make you seem like you just went crazy on somebody, when it actually was provoked. Not just during the incident of being provoked, but we had been watching that person
also involved in that court case provoke you for a long time.
It's just basically trumped up. Like, it's lie on top of lie, and it's just none of it makes any sense. And like, I've got tons of documents and stuff, but basically, like, it's just ridiculous, crazy sounding shit. So like, when I say that I've been kidnapped, I've not kidnapped. I've been I've had police at my door telling me I'm going to prison for 10 years for being a vampire and a werewolf. This is the kind of bizarre shit that I actually try to do, and some of this shit actually goes into court.
Right.
But so I've been persecuted by the government for a long time, right? And it's related to things like government whistleblowing and releasing evidence, especially evidence of them persecuting me. So they persecute me to try and discredit me and all that stuff, and I keep uploading evidence of what they're doing to me.
Right.
And they're losing their shit over that, and they've kidnapped me multiple times and stuff. And
I know,
so,
buddy.
That I have definitely been persecuted to the extreme by the government and police. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and I have no criminal record to this day. Like, you wouldn't be able to know that for sure over there, because who knows? I could have got a parking ticket or some time that no one knows about. But to your knowledge, I've never, to anyone's knowledge, I don't have. I'm saying that I'm claiming this.
Like, I don't know. I guess you could say like your personality or credibility, or like as a human, you're not like a bad person, and you're not like a type of person who would go out and like commit crimes and stuff. I could see you like having a crime for, you know what I mean, not wanting to go with something like being kidnapped and tortured, sure, or trumped up charges, yeah. But as far as your character goes, you're not like a criminal type person at all.
Yeah, I have a 100% clean criminal record to this day. Never been convicted of any crime. Never so much as had a parking ticket or a fine or anything. I'm in a lot of pain trying not to black out here because of the pain, because I need medical emergency. So, have you known me to be a liar?
No.
Have you known me to, like I say things, I sometimes say things that are outrageous, but I intentionally do so, and I also prove them to be true, which people get upset about. But I don't have a history of saying bizarre, crazy stuff that's definitely not true. That I don't have. I say things that I back up with evidence. So I don't have a history of just making crazy sounding shit up and then just, like delusional psychosis kind of stuff.
You're that's one thing I noticed about you too, is you back a lot of it up with evidence and documentation of like what's going on. It's why, like, when I saw when the whole court thing happened and then you got taken away and then you disappeared for a while, like, it's when I realized that, like, fully, like, wow, like that was really corrupt, and it was essentially illegal in their own system to do that to you, but they did it anyways. And there was documentation,
they do it in broad daylight, like,
and there was evidence of it, and you brought that up to the judge, and you presented said evidence, and they didn't care about that. They just wanted to put you away.
Yeah. So like, I got an adjournment on the trial. I said, look, I've got all this evidence. I'm being persecuted. Here's all the footage to prove it. I'm on the run as a fugitive, without a crime, and here I am in court due to accusations that, if you just look at their accusations, it's not even possible. It just makes no friggin' sense.
Right.
So, the judge didn't want to look at my evidence. At least this was the best judge I've ever had, actually. And I'm not supporting the guy. He's corrupt as a whole fucking lot of them. But this is the best as it gets. So he wasn't interested in any of my evidence or anything. But it wouldn't help me with any protection or third party perspective or nothing.
Because you have to go after.
But he did give me an adjournment. So I was to go to get an adjournment and do another and have time, because I was already on the run and everything. I was going to have time to find a lawyer, because I've been trying to find a lawyer for a long time. No lawyer would represent me, and because they were too scared, I've contacted all the best ones, and they're all too scared to take on my case. I've been rejected by legal aid. I've got documents to show how bizarre their accusations, their justification for not defending me. It's just all bullshit. So I got an adjournment. I walked out of court, and the police who did all this to me, they were waiting inside the court building, outside the very courtroom door, to kidnap me, and in case they failed to get rid of me then and there. And there's more to this story about why this even happened. It was a failed assassination attempt, one of many, after I released evidence to every mainstream media network in the country, all at the same time on the 11th of the 11th, 2016 at 11 a.m. I chose that time and date to show that if something happened, here's me with like 40 years of life with no criminal record whatsoever, and suddenly on this precise time, 11/11/11/11/11, I release evidence and I document myself doing it, and then suddenly I'm arrested for the first time.
Yeah.
All these bizarre shit happen. I did this to show that, you know, it's to show that there's no chance whatsoever that this wasn't, you know, what it obviously is. So anyway, you said I'm not a liar. I don't have a history of making up bizarre shit. I say things that sometimes sound outrageous, but as you said, I always back it up with evidence. And I could be wrong about any given thing. Who knows? Anyone could be. But I seem to be generally the one that's saying, hey, look, change my mind, prove me wrong, let's debate it. You look at my evidence, I look at your evidence, our arguments, our premises, and we go through it. I'm prepared to be proven wrong about anything. I don't have any fixated beliefs about anything. If anyone can show me to be wrong in debate, this is what I do. As much as I'm able, I debate and debate and debate.
Right.
And I don't lose because I prove my case and I'll win people over. And people... So according to you, what you're saying is I'm not a liar, and the things that I say, the most sane sounding things and the most insane sounding things, I back it all up with evidence, and I prove myself right every step of the way.
Yep.
So according to you, I'm not a liar and I'm not crazy. Is that right?
I would agree with that. I don't think you're crazy or a liar.
Thank you. I'm going to die any time now if I don't get emergency medical treatment, and I can't get it because the government blocks me from accessing all government services, and they try to make me disappear every time I try.
Here I will provide a few examples of some written testimony just in
Yeah, camera's on record. Yeah. Hello, housing. There's my ID. I need to check the smoke alarm. Well, unfortunately, part of today's test is I have to isolate the power, which is going to be shut down the computer. Yeah, that works well. Go off now. Did you read it? What was it saying on the slot though? Something about highlighting. Yeah, he's on the political file and the political refugee. Yeah, drink them. Really? And you are? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Oh, yeah. This is when you do like, Watch the video. Yeah. Alright, brother. I just don't think you like to talk to us. You get that, don't you, mate? You hit the nail on the head. No, yeah, he's going to get inside, now he's going to have to come to the office. A lot easier to do. Awesome. My mate, no time. No time and no time. All out between the drive and one second drop. Oh, I'm late. I was pumping yesterday, and I didn't get out of it. What's going on? Yeah? Turned up just to take photos with the boys. And one of the boys lives here and they all know about the interview, but they know I'll turn up to take photos. Yeah. And one of them just turned up and said, "Boy, we missed you in the car for you." Actually, it was 2 long between 8:30 and 10. We got back in the car and I hadn't even had breakfast. Actually, it's not great, eh? He makes this really nice pale ale with it. Pale ale, something else. Really nice in the morning, because it's got that fruity sort of flavour. Yeah, right. Yeah. That's not half cut, eh? You know, 10:30, I'm like, wow. It's not like a heavy fucking common glass in the morning. No, not at all. No, it was really nice beer, actually. Too long this one. And it was raining, I was sitting on the little camp chair with the umbrella and the camera. With the long one. I was very thinking about half the time since you're looking at the angle to the it's 14 days. So in other words, the letter was mailed on the 15th. You think 2 weeks now it's going to be on the 29th. Have you made? Yeah. I'm not going to change it. Probably end up on Facebook, yeah, I understand.
Hello? Yeah, camera's on recording. Right, you agree? Yeah. Hello, housing. There's my ID. I need to check your smoke alarm if you're in smoke.
I love different keys. Yeah, you love come pick them up.
Well, unfortunately, part of today's test is I have to isolate the power, which is going to shut down the computer.
Alright, I'm recording. So here we're going to call the, I'm really sick right now, but I'll try to do this without passing out. The Royal Commission into Violence, Abuse, Neglect and Exploitation of People with Disability. This is one of 2 royal commissions being in operation right now in Australia. This royal commission comes after a series of them. It's it's getting quite dire. For example, my local government has been disbanded. Like, basically sacked. We had no government at all for like at least 6 months or something. It was like almost a year or something. But I'm going to call this royal commission. Now, this is regarding people with disability. Now, applies to me, and I know I've confirmed other people locally to me. It applies to them too, and they've had interaction with them, so they identify with my kind of situation as being valid here. What the government does is they declare you you report corruption, and they call you mentally ill, and they come and kidnap you, and they basically say that you're mentally disabled, you can't think for yourself, therefore we need to take over your life. And it goes downhill, and there's a long story of what they're doing. This is in connection to this. Basically, that's the theme of this Royal Commission. The key word here being disability, labeling you disabled, mentally disabled. So I've engaged with other people locally, and this Royal Commission has taken on their cases and stuff with not very convincing results. But I'm going to call them right now. I've got witnesses from around the world right now. Can people just say hi?
Hi.
Hello.
I'm not sure if all of us are here right now. I bet there's a bunch of people.
Hello.
As you can see, there's a whole bunch of people. There's a number of us. All right. So someone's typing in the chat. Someone's not in voice chat. That's that big thing. Was someone in the text chat? We've got a whole bunch of us. There's 1 or 2 of us who didn't speak this in, but we're all here. Okay, I'm going to grab my home phone, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to record on a second device right now. I'm going to press record. Almost forgot that. Let's go watch recorder. Okay, there we go. Just put that up there. I'll grab the home phone. Hope people understand the stress it puts me under having to do this. Okay, I think it's +61 means O, so here we go. Hang on, I'm going to cancel this. I can hear. Rick, are you there? Rick Rickson.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, massive. Can you self-mute while you do this?
Yeah.
Because there's like the static, loud static white noise was coming out of your microphone.
It's not me.
Yeah, you're the one that was on. It's stopped now.
Dude, my push to talk is not on. My push to talk is on. My key was not pressed.
It's on right now. Look. It's on. You lit up, see? There's white noise.
No,
It's just stopped. Okay, all sorted. Okay, I'll call now. It's going to cause massive feedback otherwise. Okay, here we go. 07.
Hello, you have called the Royal Commission into Violence, Abuse, Neglect and Exploitation of People with Disability Information Line. Someone will answer your call shortly. Your call may be recorded for quality or coaching purposes. Please let us know if you do not wish your call to be recorded.
Thank you for calling the Disability Royal Commission. You're speaking with Prakash. How may I assist you today?
Hello. I can barely hear, but I think I can make out what you're saying. My name is Jeremy Martin. My name is Jeremy Martin.
Can you hold on for a second? I can just try bring up a bit and it might work.
No problem.
Just bear with me 1 second, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Oh, that's a lot clearer. Thank you.
Yep.
So my name is Jeremy Martin. I have a problem which will take some explaining. I have an 8-minute message prepared, so if you will, hear me out and respond accordingly. I have other people here with me from around the world, witnesses who know what I'm about to say and can confirm it. Just to, I just put up the speaker. Can you guys just say, you hear? I just put up the speaker.
We're here.
Hello. You guys confirm what I'm about to say, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
There's a bunch of people here, just so adds credibility to what I'm saying. And so, are you ready for my message?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you.
But before that, can I also inform you, Chairman, that you could actually record this message on your own and send the whole recording to us as well. That is also a possibility.
I've got things that I can give to you, and I can prepare. If you, depending on how you respond to my message, I can put. I was going to put something possibly on my Facebook wall or something. I've got it sorted out. So look, I'll go to my message. We'll sort that after. So I'm a government whistleblower. Because of whistleblowing, I was repeatedly attacked to the extreme by a network of corruption within the Australian government, especially the local Central Coast government of New South Wales, and most especially corruption within the local medical system, working in tandem with several other government institutions. Of all the things that were done to me, I was repeatedly kidnapped, imprisoned without charge or trial, and extensively tortured and mutilated by the local Central Coast medical system, most specifically Wyong Hospital, Wyong, W-Y-O-N-G, Hospital, in the false name of forced medical treatment for bizarre imaginary diseases. Diseases like, as the official documents said, documenting government corruption and being too smart for his own good. Apparently that is a mental illness, and anything I say or do is always gaslighted into a bizarre mental illness, and I need to come with them in a white van at 3 AM, and if you suspect anything and talk about it, the same thing happens to you. I was tortured and injured intentionally by a long list of people at and connected to Wyong Hospital. Injured not accidentally or negligently, but deliberately, over and over. Every time I try to get urgent medical treatment for the injuries they did to me, no matter where I go, I am denied medical treatment, and they come, they intervene, and they try to take me away, back to Wyong Hospital, yet again, to injure me some more and hope I die of so-called natural causes, wink wink. Of the people who did this to me, the man in charge as hospital administrator at Wyong Hospital, George Sawinski, who I would add him and his co-workers have been involved in several royal commissions now, with nothing ever getting done about it, is a convicted mass murderer who was plucked out of life imprisonment and conveniently put as hospital administrator for reasons that should be obvious. And he's just one of countless more like him, many of which work at or are connected to Wyong Hospital. This hospital and the people who work there have been tied up in one giant scandal after another, and they have been repeatedly on the news. In one example, the state's chief medical officer, Brad Hazard, said on television in Parliament that these people outrank him and they are outside his jurisdiction. I have piles of documents, witnesses, testimonies from government employees and hidden camera recordings of it all on my home security cameras and more, where I am raided, threatened, attacked at gunpoint and more, over and over. I have reported this everywhere, and every single time, they come after me with more gaslighting and kidnapping attempts to injure me some more. They have even tried replacing my locks and locking me out of my own home, in order to get me to meet them at a time and place to get my new keys, where they can make me quietly just disappear off camera, away from my home security cameras basically. Almost every government official and watchdog agency I contacted in futility, and there are many of them, have since been disbanded by the government after they officially acknowledge extreme systemic corruption within them all being the ones, that majority. They have all since been shut down. The majority of those have all since been shut down and taken over by a single central anti-corruption organisation that is still conveniently run by the very same people under a different name, with absolutely no protection for whistleblowers like me, and more arbitrary secret powers than they ever had before. The entire local council was suspended in recent times. We were without a government altogether. I can't report this anyway, and I have tried ad nauseum. Or they come after me every single time. All I can do is document the threatening letters in the mail and the home invasions and upload it to my whistleblower peers around the world for a reckoning that will never be forgotten. But until then, I'm very sick, injured by these people at Wyong Hospital, and in desperate need for medical treatment for the injuries intentionally done to me by Wyong Hospital. But I'm diverted, delayed, denied and gaslighted everywhere I go within the New South Wales government and medical system, extending to the very Prime Minister's office. I've just spent an entire year being delayed for emergency medical treatment that anyone else will get instantly. And I'm still waiting. with absolutely no medical treatment whatsoever this whole time. The last update I received was recently from a specialist I waited 4 years to see. And that is what I'm here to discuss. I explained to this specialist, a gastroenterologist at Gosford Hospital, Gosford, Gosford Hospital, which is under the same Central Coast Health District Authority, so to speak, and who also works at Wyong Hospital. I explained to him in clear and no uncertain terms that because of my circumstances, I can never go anywhere near Wyong Hospital under any circumstances whatsoever. As to, like, if you don't have this medical treatment ever done at, have nothing to do with Wyong Hospital. I can never go anywhere near Wyong Hospital whatsoever, which should be crystal clear by now because of what they have done to me and what they have threatened to do if I go near them or even try to access the medical system itself to save my life from the injuries they did to me. I just add that I have a big target over my head regarding whistleblowing. It's beyond just this. I have a history, so there are people who desperately want to make me disappear. And despite how clear I make it, I have yet again been referred in the mail by that gastroenterologist right back to Wyong Hospital and the very people who harmed me, magically, yet again. The document I have been given tries to pretend they are following some kind of standard procedure while playing dumb. Just like how it's standard procedure to do home inspections involving threats of raids and evictions if I don't let them in. Meanwhile, I receive no medical treatment whatsoever, perpetually, and cling to life in futility. I know the law, I know the rules, I know the system, and none of this is by the law, rules, and system whatsoever, but they pretend it is. If it isn't clear to you, and I want to make sure that, absolutely sure that it is, I will put this in a metaphor. Imagine a doctor and his buddies are repeatedly on record, hunting you and confessing they are trying to kill you for whistleblowing against them. And because of that, you are on the run to avoid being caught, tortured, and killed. They tortured and injured you previously, killed your dog, and said if you don't quietly die of the injuries they did upon you, and you try to get medical help, they will find out, intervene, and finish you off like they did to your dog, and make it look like natural causes. And they tell you that they have friends high up in the medical system and they will find out, block and kidnap you again if you try. You spend a decade clinging to life and on the run, in desperate need of medical treatment for the injuries they did to you. You are messed with and blocked everywhere you go. Eventually, after years and years, you make it to a specialist at another hospital. After many, you explain the situation and urgency to him, and after waiting a long time for a reply, his response is to put you on the longest possible waiting list, despite how urgent and life-threatening your condition is, and he puts you in for dangerous and unnecessary exploratory surgery, and it's listed as unimportant and elective. And the people who are tasked with doing this surgery are magically the very same people who injured you in the first place and who are on camera desperately trying to kill you and make you disappear. Now, considering that I have expansive evidence here and a sample of testimonies prepared on YouTube that I can show you right now, which include, but I'll just add, I've put these on YouTube after giving these to every government agency, watchdog agency possible over years and years. So this is after all that, okay? I can show you these videos, which include testimonies of people with government security clearances, testimonies of people who even work at Wyong Hospital admitting that I was in prison and tortured there, and people around the world listening in right now who can talk to you live right now if you wish, and if you have any doubts considering all this. Do you think it's appropriate and acceptable that I'm still waiting after a decade for emergency medical treatment to save my life? And in all this time I've received no medical treatment whatsoever, and that my whole case has been referred right back to the people who injured and tortured me yet again, and despite my clear complaints and warnings about those very same people? Would you trust a medical system where the only way to get emergency medical treatment to save your life is to be put on a decade-long waiting list for unnecessary surgery done by, surprise, surprise, the very same people who injured you and desperately want to make you disappear, which is all provable 100 times over? I know what I need. I need antibiotics, scans, and a few other things for an internal, life-threatening infection called Helicobacter pylori. I even have official diagnoses of this. I don't need a diagnosis. I need medical resources for something I already know I have. And I need it now, not in another 10 years, or I will die any time now. But nowhere in this country can I get anything, ever. So, considering my situation and proof, what do you think you should be doing and what do you think I should do about this? Because here I am, desperately needing medical resources to save my life, and no matter how clear I make it, I've just been yet again referred right back to the very same people who injured and tortured me, as it is every single time. So what should we both do here? Because I'm going to die, and when I die, I'll become a martyr like the world has never seen. I have evidence distributed all around the world, as these people here can testify. Even organised having what do you call it? Time capsules buried and stuff to back up evidence too, to be extra sure. And so ends my message. I await your reply.
Thank you, Jeremy, for your call, and I'm sorry to hear about your experiences. Thank you to the people included in this call as well for supporting Jeremy. You contacted the Royal Commission into Violence, Abuse, Neglect and Exploitation of People with Disability.
Yes.
And hearing from people with disability, families, support people, organization, and broader community helps us, this Royal Commission, understand the extent and the impact of violence, neglect, abuse, and exploitation against people with disability. And it'll help us to make recommendations to prevent it from happening again. So you could contribute to this Royal Commission by sharing your experience and allowing us to understand what is happening. In your context, it is in the medical system, it is in the hospital systems, and you've also mentioned it is in other governmental system as well. So when you share it with us, it allows us to understand what is happening so that we could make recommendations to prevent it from happening again. But this Royal Commission cannot decide or resolve individual cases. We cannot decide or resolve individual cases. We are an inquiry, and people coming forward sharing their experience, organizations coming forward sharing their experiences, a broader community coming forward and sharing their experiences is helping us to understand what is happening under different contexts and settings. But we cannot decide or resolve individual cases. We are about making recommendations so that change can happen.
Okay, so I've got a question for you. So you're asking for like whistleblowers and witnesses and stuff to come forward, right?
If they choose, if it is safe for them to do, if they think that...
Yeah, if it's safe for them to do so, yes. Okay, so what are you doing to guarantee their safety?
There are some provisions, like there is this thing called private sessions. So it allows a confidential setting for people to share their experience with the Royal Commission. If you want to know more about what is private session and what sort of protection it has offered, it offers, you can consult with Your Story Disability Legal Support Team. They provide free legal advice around connecting or engaging with the Royal Commission.
My problem here is not, I don't have a disability. I've been labelled with a disability. This is virtually every case. I'm in contact with many people who've contacted your Royal Commission, and they say the same thing every time. They've been falsely accused of having a mental disability, stripped of their human rights when they're perfectly fine, and their money's been taken from them, their lives have been taken, their houses, everything's been taken from them. They spend a life imprisoned in a psychiatric facility. The same case every single step of the way. So I don't have a disability. I've been falsely labelled with a disability and threatened with being labelled with a disability should I report it. So what are you actually doing to protect whistleblowers? Private sessions? That's not protecting whistleblowers. I used to work in the surveillance industry, for lack of a better word. I know this inside out. Then that doesn't sound like protection whatsoever. That sounds the worst possible answer I could hear. So I ask again, what are you doing to protect whistleblowers like me?
Well, first of all, if this Royal Commission is into the experiences of people with disability, we have a terms of reference. You can obtain the terms of reference through our website as well. You can access our terms of reference, and that terms of reference determines what this inquiry is about. So, as I said, this is an inquiry into violence, abuse, neglect, and exploitation of people with disability.
Okay, so I've finished with my question there. What should you be doing and what should I be doing?
Well, like I said, if this is inquiry into experiences of people with disability. If you think that your experience would contribute to this commission, you could certainly share it with us and contribute to this commission. But we cannot decide or resolve individual cases.
I don't think that remotely answers my question.
I'm not sure about what you need to do. It is entirely your choice. I mean, you've said that you've tried different avenues, you've tried complaining about it, but you pushed.
Okay, I'll ask you a different way. Like, if you were me, what would you do?
Well, I might not be the right person to tell you that.
Okay. Well, the other part of it then, what should you be doing? Not what will you do? What should you be doing? What do you think you should be doing?
But when people share their experience with us, it allows us to understand what is happening under different settings and contexts. And it allows us to understand what is happening so that we can make some recommendations for things to change. For people with disability do not have to experience what other people with disability had to experience or are experiencing at this point in time, especially violence, abuse, neglect, and exploitation. So this inquiry is currently ongoing. We are being informed by people who are coming forward and sharing their experiences. And it is helping us to understand what is happening under different settings and contexts. And we are hoping to make recommendations so that things can be prevented.
It is my understanding that, and correct me if I'm wrong here, that a Royal Commission is basically the highest level kind of government investigation that there is. That's why it's called Royal Commission. Is that right?
It is the highest level of inquiry. Yes.
Okay, and this is the highest level of inquiry that's going on here right now. Okay.
On this matter,
on this issue, yes, this topic, yes.
Violence, abuse, neglect, and
yes, because I know they're in different topics. Like for example, the New South Wales Police Commission, the Wood Royal Commission was regarding police. Yes, and topic, and my situation is regarding this topic, and this is a reply. Okay, so when we finish this phone call, what do you, in my situation, what would you expect would happen when this phone call ends? Like, what's going to happen to me? What do you think is going to happen to me?
I'm not too sure. I'm really sorry to hear about your health situation, and I wish you get the appropriate medical attention and you recover well. I'm not sure. You might want to kind of collaborate with some advocacy organizations. I do not know which advocacy organization, but the kind of your collective voice. Working with some advocacy organizations.
Yeah, I've actually done extensive research on this, and actually every single one of these advocate organizations are actually funded and controlled by the government. The very people I'm trying to report own them. They run them.
That's sad.
Yeah, no, it is, but that's how it is. Every single one.
Not 100%. You might want to try it in a different jurisdiction. This is just me being personal and kind of just sharing some possible estimation. Like, it is entirely based on estimation.
Okay.
I know you have a health condition, as you said, and it needs medical attention, and you're not getting the appropriate attention. If I have understood you correctly.
We'll go one more question. Do you think that the way the government is handling whistleblowers like myself and whistleblowers in general, do you think that that's sufficient, or do you think there's something seriously wrong with that?
Maybe I'm not the right person to comment on that, Jeremy.
Okay. Let me check. I think someone just wrote a message unless I want to. Just give me a sec. Someone just asked me if this is a therapy line. I'm pretty sure it's not a therapy line, and they said at what someone said. I'll just quote what they said. They said, "Is this a therapy line? And at what point will action be taken?" That's what they said. I was like, why don't you say it in voice? Do you want to say it in voice? Just type out in the chat if you want to say it in voice.
Yeah,
yeah.
I can speak if he can hear me.
I can hear you.
I would like to ask you, like, you're here to hear people out, but at what point will action be taken? When will this line intervene?
Yeah, before or after I die, basically. At what point will action be taken?
As I said, this is an ongoing inquiry. This inquiry is currently ongoing, and we are to submit our final report to the Australian government by September 2023. This inquiry is currently ongoing. So we are to submit our final report to Australian government by
September 2023.
And we would have recommendations in our report, and we our role. We are conducting this inquiry, and we would have recommendations. We would submit a report with recommendations for change. That's our role.
But when will you intervene? Like actually physically intervene in the situation outside of recommendations?
We cannot decide or resolve individual cases. As I was informing Jeremy earlier, this Royal Commission cannot decide or resolve individual cases. But we hope, I mean, historically also the recommendations made by Royal Commissions are hugely adopted by government. So we hope that the recommendations we make would be adopted by the government. The changes would be promoted, and hopefully those changes would bring in the changes in the life of people with disability.
Can I interject with a question here? This line that I'm calling right now, is this for, like, I call up for the inquiry and you would provide recommendations to the person, like me calling, right? Not just recommendations to the government later when it's done, but you would also provide recommendations to people like me, right?
If that is something we can assist with, we might direct people to different directions. If something that we can assist with.
So what would you recommend I do in my situation?
This line is primarily for people who have inquiry about this Royal Commission. Sometimes people come forward hoping that this Royal Commission could bring an immediate change in their situation, and when we inform them that this is not our role and we cannot decide or resolve individual cases, they definitely ask us about where they can go forward and all that. And those information are more around our estimation. We try to collaborate with them and look through the internet, look through the services, and usually we support them depending on their quality of the query. I mean, when I say quality, the content of their query. We usually recommend them to connect with some advocacy organizations. Sometimes we make referrals to connect with some support services as well. Again, depending on what is their query and what is their situation.
Well, just to make it clear, I'm not asking for any support. My precise requests are what they are. I simply need antibiotics and scans. That's all I need. But so just one final thing then. I just say again, what would you recommend that whistleblowers like this do? What do you think whistleblowers should do about this kind of situation? And there's many more like them. What should whistleblowers be doing? What do you think whistleblowers should be doing?
I mean, like I said, if they find an avenue to report their experiences, I think they could do that, being safe, and assuring their safety.
I'll put it a different way. Do you think that the government is doing enough to protect whistleblowers, if anything, at all?
I'm not sure if I am the right person to comment on that.
Well, who is the right person to comment on that?
I'm not sure. You might want to connect with your Story Disability Legal Support Team.
There's no such thing.
There is that support available for people.
I don't have a disability.
Okay. I mean, I can only inform you about
My problem here is I've been chronically labelled with a disability as justification for stripping me of my human rights, raiding my home without a warrant, and making me disappear wink wink behind closed doors. In the name of disability, which is every single case I've seen reported to your Royal Commission, has been the exact same case over and over. Psychiatric labelling, stripping people of their human rights and labelling them falsely as disabled. Do I sound disabled to you?
I mean, when you were clearly saying you're not a person with disability, I mean, I would go with you and your claim about yourself. Have you tried the human rights organization?
Yeah, Australian Human Rights Commission. I've even tried third-party international organisations. I've tried everything. Nationally, internationally, everything. So yes, I've tried every single government organisation, and government-connected organisation in this country. I've been doing this for 10 years. Every single one. And what happens, as I said before, what happens is, if they either I don't exist, it never happened, or I get raided and stuff. Over and over again. And more, and attacked from every angle. Attacked, threatened, raided.
Sorry to hear that. In relation to the medical attention that you are urgently seeking, I do not know your personal circumstances and all. I don't know. Again, it is based on an estimation.
Yeah.
Would you be able to receive that assistance if you tried in a different jurisdiction within Australia?
I've actually tried this. I've tried long and far. I've gone right to the very Prime Minister's office. The Prime Minister's office sent assassins to kill me. And I've got the documented evidence that they sent to Gladys Berejiklian's New South Wales Premier's office. They sent an order to Gladys Berejiklian to take me out. I have the documents to prove it. This is every single corner, and it's like, I've got like, I can't imagine how much files I've been uploading for a decade all around the world. And these people here can testify. Can you guys say, have I not been doing this?
Yes.
Yeah. Every single corner. For 10 years.
I've witnessed it myself.
Yeah, the lady that just spoke, she was on live stream when my homes gets raided and stuff, where they laugh on camera, saying that we got him now. Over and over again.
Multiple times, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just ask one more time, what do you think will happen when this phone call ends? Where do you think this is going to go? What do you think is going to happen to me?
All I can do is wish for your good health and hope you get the medical attention you require.
Wishes, best wishes.
Around your medical need, and I strongly believe that you need to seek the appropriate medical attention.
I need to go somewhere else to get medical attention, yeah?
Just an estimation.
That's sound advice. The problem is where? Because I can't seem to get any of it anywhere in this country, any corner of this country. I've tried for 10 years. And how am I even safe to get overseas? I try overseas. I could get stopped at an airport. And if I can even make it overseas or even afford it or whatever, and I need someone on the other side to be able to take care of me while I try to get medical treatment overseas too. Like, imagine if this is supposed to be a first world country where I can't even get basic medical treatment, just antibiotics. Common antibiotics are the correct course and types of antibiotics. I need multiple antibiotic courses at the same time. And I may need to do it several times. I need something that, like, people in Somalia get this. Yet I can't get it in Australia, and this is supposed to be a first world country. I have no human rights whatsoever in this country. Depending on who you ask in the government, I don't exist. They'll sweat like a pig while they say it. I don't exist. So basically your advice would be to go try find medical treatment somewhere else, but you can't specify where, just somewhere away from here, right?
And seek a legal advice. Seek a legal advice as well. Perhaps that is in your best interest.
Well, I don't have any hope of that in this country, because they've literally tried to take me for prison for being a vampire and a werewolf. I've been in prison for a year without charge and trial under the accusation of documenting government evidence and being too smart for my own good. This is kangaroo courts in every corner. Oh, I'll just tell you something. When I was kidnapped in prison for a year, I was kidnapped outside a courtroom. The entire police force was crowding outside the very courtroom door to grab me after I testified against the local government with a bag full of hard drives and documents full. I testified. I offered the evidence. They refused to look, pretend I didn't exist. I walk out the door. They kidnap me. I get imprisoned and tortured for a whole year. That's what we're doing with you. And you've got all the proof to back it up. And it doesn't matter. If I die 5 minutes from now, I'll just become a martyr. All this evidence is all over the world now. I've been doing this for a very long time, even before these 10 years. I used to work in the intelligence field. I used to work as a spy a long time ago. That's why I got a big target over my head. I'm not just a whistleblower. I did this. I went into this knowing what I was doing. The domino falls. my life ends, that evidence is going places. This isn't a dead man switch. This is something far more sinister than a dead man switch. So basically, I must go search somewhere, just wander around trying to find medical treatment somewhere in the blind. Somewhere in the world, right? Probably another country, it seems like. I basically need to leave the country, in other words. If there's a way I can even do that. If I can even get out of the country.
I was just saying, like, you know, when we do not get the required medical attention from particular medical institution, a particular medical professional, we might try to kind of refer to another medical professional or another medical institution.
Yeah, I've tried that.
Like,
I need my whistleblower status recognized, my evidence recognized publicly, and I need to be protected. Politically protected. I need diplomatic immunity. I need political protection from these kidnappings, and I need supervised medical treatment. Basically, I don't need any injections or needles or mystery pills. I need antibiotics and stuff, common stuff that I can get anywhere else. I know what I need, and I've got the documents to prove that that's what I need. I don't need anything advanced, and what I need is quite simple. Well, thank you for your time. Is there anything else you can say to help me at all?
I mean, genuinely, I'm saying best wishes to you.
Best wishes. Thank you. Best wishes to you.
Thank you.
Can I say something?
Yeah, my friend just wants to say something.
And like from my perception, it seems like we're gonna walk out of here empty-handed. Is there nothing like you can provide, my friend here?
I believe I have provided information about this Royal Commission and sharing information with this Royal Commission and anything associated with sharing information with this Royal Commission. And I've informed that this Royal Commission is into violence, abuse, neglect and exploitation of people with disability. And we always welcome, like I said, Jeremy can choose and any other people can choose to contribute to this Royal Commission by sharing their experiences. But we cannot decide or resolve individual cases. However, we would be informed by what is happening under different settings and contexts, and we're hoping to make recommendations for the change, because that's what we are. We are about making recommendations for change.
Should I tell these? Should I, before we finish, guys? Should I tell him who I am?
Yeah.
The AWeb. I'm the founder of Anonymous. Do you know Anonymous?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm the original sole founder of Anonymous. I'm the one that started all that.
Oh, okay.
That's why I've got a big target over my head, and that's why the people who I'm talking about want me gone so desperately. They're scared to death of me for a reason. They know I've got them by the balls. They haven't got me by the balls. I've got them by the balls, and I'm prepared. I've been always on a suicide mission. I'll throw my life in a heartbeat if it serves my mission. So, shall I become martyred? Imagine what will happen. The evidence is everywhere. So, anyway, thank you for making a clear case about the Royal Commission and what its role is and all that. You made a very good case of that, and thank you for that.
Thank you for your call, and my best wishes.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. This is the highest level government investigation, as serious, absolutely serious as it gets. This is like the whole country's going to collapse. That's as serious investigation as it gets, and that's what we
Best wishes.
I was going to mention prayers. He may give me a prayer to Allah or some shit, because he sounds like one of the
Indian or something like Pakistani.
Really,
Indian.
we got someone in the Royal Commission answering the phone, and he can't even talk an Australian accent. He doesn't even speak Australian. What does that say? But I think the point of this recording is self-explanatory and clear, isn't it?
Like you walked out empty-handedly, like.
Yeah. Well, before I stop recording, anyone else have anything to say to add to the recording before I stop and upload it?
I mean, I'm not surprised that they didn't even ask to see anything or like.
Yeah, they didn't even ask
we
to
gotta
see the
find
evidence,
another.
did they? They don't want to look at the evidence, do they?
Nope.
You'd think they'd be, oh, holy shit, we need this evidence, it sounds bad. Can you get this before you die? Give it to us. No, they will get away from that.
A therapy line was really accurate because he just said, you just call in and tell us, and that's all you do. That's all this is for.
Yeah, like I would also like to add what happened just now. Now is like, let's say you see that there's a murder about to happen, and you close your eyes and you shut your eyes tightly just to not be a witness to it.
So basically,
Yeah, like-
it's clear. Look, it's clear. I need to leave the country and go somewhere to get medical treatment somewhere else. And because of who I am, it's not safe for me to go to any country, but obviously it's a lot more safer in any other country than, you know, I'd be safer in Somalia than Australia. But I'm not safe anyway because of who I am.
Oh, God.
And basically, if I'm going to leave the country, if I go to an airport, I mean, I could afford to catch a plane to a place, but, you know, I've got money, but I don't really have any income. And I'm basically living off my life savings. And once I leave the country, I'll lose my house and all my property. They'll probably raid my home, take all my stuff, and evict me from my home and all that kind of stuff. And I'll get back and everything's gone. Someone else is living in my home or whatever. I don't have anyone locally to check on my stuff and do anything. So I go, there's probably no coming back, and I'll lose all my stuff, everything. So if I do that, I can't do it alone. Obviously, I'm going to have people around the world to help me do that. If that's the only way to save my life, to get medical treatment in some other country. So if people can share this situation around, the evidence, recordings, the testimonies, this is my situation. If there's people around the world who decide my life is worth saving and my evidence is worth using, not just simply documenting, but using, come save my life. It's going to take more than one or two people to do this, and maybe a lot of discussion. But if anyone wants to come and discuss what we can do, what you can do about it, if there's nothing else you can do directly, then you could at least share this situation and story and stuff out to others who can do more than you can do. That is very important. If people can just do that, get this story and evidence and situation out. You've heard it on camera. This is a top level investigation. This is bad. This is as serious as it gets, and this is what we got. You can't just trust your government or someone else to do it. You have to help me do it. I documented all this stuff to justify action. Do or die. Anyone else have anything to say before I press stop?
They are without excuse. Like, they have to take every phone call serious. They have to take every person who calls serious with what they say. And it didn't seem like that. To me, at least.
Remember, what was the last phone call? What did they do on the last phone call? The Healthcare Complaints Commission. What did they do? Remember?
They quit literally 3 sentences in. Like,
Just
I'm
hang
not
up
gonna
on me.
listen.
Not going to listen. Hang up.
She complained. You called the complaint line and she complained that you had a complaint and hung up on you.
Yeah. So it's worse than anyone knows. That's why I've had to document this stuff and put my own life on the line, throw my own life away to document, to get people to rise up and act. Because if you don't, I know people don't know what to do. They're confused. They don't have the skills and knowledge I have. But you have to sort your shit out because there's no time left. It's do or die. So I'll press stop. Any final words? All right. I'll press stop and I'll go upload this, and yeah, I'll die when I die.
Oh, hey, buddy.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Leaving a note, you're doing taking.
No,
a
you're
photo
taking
of a photo
photos.
of-
Yes, you're
photo
taking.
of me.
No, give me a tour right now. You're taking.
I beg your pardon?
You're taking photos of my home right now.
phone off you.
It's
I took a
illegally.
photo. I beg your
Take my
pardon?
home. You're in front of my home taking
a photo of
photos.
me?
It's illegal. That was me that entered your home last year working with.
Oh,
Gary.
really?
That's right.
Really? Really? I've got you on fucking camera.
That's fine.
Get the fuck out of here. What's your name?
Relax.
What's your name?
Relax. It's
What's
not
your
me,
name?
so I'm not telling
What's
you
your
anything.
name?
You heard me.
Leave.
I'm going.
Leave.
I'm going.
Leave.
You make sure you stay where you are. You come
Leave.
with me and I'll take whatever necessary
Leave.
means to defend myself. Do you understand?
Really?
That?
Would you like to read my door again?
I took a photo of it, bud.
Okay, what does it say?
Oh, I've got
What are you saying on camera? You're going to come after me with a bat like last time, hey? You're going to come after me with a bat. Get the fuck out of here.
Be fair. Very
Get the
careful
fuck
what you
out of
say to
here.
me.
Get the fuck out of here. You're going to come with me with a bat, are you?
I
You're
don't
going to
have
come
a
with me
bat.
with a
What are
bat.
you talking about?
It's
It's
all
not
right. You're on
iPad.
fucking camera. You're on fucking camera. You're going to hit me in the head with a bat. Breaking into my home illegally. Breaking into my home illegally. Telling
Housing
me
was there.
you're going to get me in the head
This
with a
is
bat.
public property.
It's public property, is it?
It's not your own.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm leaving.
Get the fuck out of
Follow
here.
me one more time.
Get the fuck
Alright?
out of here.
Stay out of my
Get
space.
the fuck out of here. You're in my home. Get the fuck out of here.
Public property, mate.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get your own home.
And you follow the law.
I beg your pardon?
You follow the fucking law.
Yeah, I'm here with housing, mate.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Have a good day, buddy. Good to see you again. You're not following me, mate.
Yes, I am. I'm going to find your car.
Why?
I'm going to get your license plate.
None of your business.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Not today, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
I'm going to follow you.
You're not following
I'm
me
going to
anyway.
find which car you're using.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
None of your business.
What do you got to hide, son?
All I'm here to do is check your smoke alarm.
Oh, really?
Same
Like
as
last
year.
time? Like
That's
last time?
all I did.
Really?
Yeah. That's
Like
all I
last
had to do.
time?
Yeah, you recorded it. I remember your whole little setup.
Yeah.
This is my job, mate.
That's
I'm
your
not here
job.
to upset you. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to check your firearm.
Really? You don't seem to be following any rules or regulations here.
And what are they?
Really? You're asking me for the rules and regulations. Come on. Get on.
No, I'm
Get.
asking
Leave.
you.
Come on.
No, I'm not going anywhere.
Get the fuck out of
You
here.
want to come for a walk? Let's go.
Really?
My
We're going
family car is.
What? You're going to go that way now?
Yeah. None of your business what my car is.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes,
you
it
want
is.
to push this? I'll have the police here in 5
Really?
minutes.
Really? This is all live stream, baby.
I don't care, mate.
Get the fuck out of here.
Live
Leave.
stream whatever you
Get the
want.
fuck away from my home.
It's not your own for starters.
Get the
You're
fuck
a-
out of my home.
You're a Department of Housing,
Get the
mate.
fuck
You
away from my
understand
home.
that? Yeah? Good.
Get the fuck away from my home,
I have
son.
every right to be here, and I'm not
Really?
your son. Don't call me son.
Get the fuck out of
Understand
my
it?
home, son.
I'm not your son.
Get the fuck out of my home, son.
I'm not in your home. Now
Get
you're
the
on
fuck
street.
out of my home, son.
You're actually standing on somebody else's
Get the
driveway.
fuck out of my home, son. You just caught you taking photos of my home.
Yeah, I certainly did. I'm going to be forwarding
I
that
caught
to
you
the
breaking.
Tribunal and
I
to the
caught you
Department of
breaking
Housing.
into my fucking home,
was
saying
there-
you're going to hit me over the head with a bat and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all your crimes, all on fucking live stream.
I'd love to see it. Put it at court. Let's go. Come on.
Oh, put it with a big smirk. Take it into court because they're all brought out, right?
I beg your pardon?
Because they're all brought out, right?
Listen, mate, if you've got your issues against society, that's up to
Get
you.
the fuck out
I'm
of
not
here.
to give
Get
you
the
any-
fuck away
Don't
from my
speak to me
home.
like that, and I'm not going anywhere.
Get the fuck out of my home.
No. What are you going to do about it, mate?
No, I'm gonna go get some fucking. I'm gonna get some fucking bodyguards right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want your car. I want your license plate. None of my business. Really? Really? It's illegal for you to take photos of my home. It's illegal to do everything you're doing is illegal.
This is my job.
Really?
That is my job.
Give us a look at your ID badge then.
Don't come too close to me, buddy.
Give me a look at
Keep
your
your
ID.
distance.
Okay.
I'm warning you,
Okay.
keep
Give
your
me. Give me.
distance
No,
from me.
you're in my home.
Keep your distance. I'm
Put
not in your
your
home.
ID. Take it off. Take it off.
I beg your pardon?
Take your ID card off.
Good luck with that.
Really, you won't even show your ID card.
It's right there in front of you,
I
mate.
can't
If
see
you-
it.
If your little
It's too far away. It's too far away.
Maybe you should get a job and buy
So
a
you
real
won't
phone.
even show your ID either.
Have a good, it's right
Come
here
on,
displayed
come on, get the
publicly
fuck
here.
out of here.
I'm not going anywhere, mate. Don't speak to
Really?
me like that, and don't threaten to come to follow my car.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
make
get.
the
I'm gonna
threats
find out who the fuck you are. You just some random dude coming to my
I
home.
was here last year, the year before that. I've been here for about 7 years.
Yeah,
I
right.
have
I haven't been
an
here for 7 years.
No, I know that. I know that.
Yeah, of course you do.
Because I've been coming to that property. I'm a property
Really?
inspector. Not
You've been
people-
coming to people's homes saying you're going to hit them over the head with a bat and shit.
No, I've never said that.
Why the fuck are you still here?
I beg your pardon?
Why the fuck are you
Can
still
make
here?
an accusation
Why the
you're gonna
fuck are you still here?
Because you're going to follow me, so I'm not going to allow you.
I'm
to
going to
do that.
find out who you are. I'm going to find out your ID. Really, you're going to go around the back, really?
I
Really?
want you to come for a walk with me. Come on, then.
No, no, no. No, I want to find your car. You're going to go the other way, are you?
Simple as that.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep waiting until you go to your car. Look at this, he's standing right up from home, waiting for an opportunity over and over.
It's not your home.
It's not my home, really, it's not my home.
Department of Housing, you may lease it.
No, this is my home.
And part of your
This is my home.
is to allow me entry.
This is, no, I'm not obligated to allow you under these conditions whatsoever. I'm not obligated to allow you into my home whatsoever.
I'm fine, I'm not going to argue with you. If you
Come
want
on,
me
get
in,
fuck
that's
off,
fine, but
fuck
you don't
off,
follow
get the
me
fuck
in,
out of
do
here.
not grab me because
Get the
that's
fuck
your
out of
home.
here.
And
No,
that's
no,
your
you
home.
take photos of my home. You take photos of my home after hitting me, threatening to hit me with the head of the bat. I can do what the fuck I want. I can do what the fuck I want.
Show me where I threatened to hit you with a bat, mate.
No, it's on camera. It's all on camera. Get the fuck out of my home. Get the fuck out of my home.
Come near me, and I'm going to do
Get the
whatever
fuck
means
out of my
necessary to
home.
defend myself. Do you understand?
Get the fuck out of my
I'm
home.
not going anywhere.
Right, now you're going to stay here at my home. Look,
Yeah. I'll take a seat.
ladies and gentlemen, does this sound legitimate to you? I'm going to get a fucking weapon right now. If you're still here by the time I get back, I'm going to fucking use it. If you're still here by the time I get back, I'm going to fucking use it. Oh, still sneaking away, trying to sneak away. Why you have to park your car up the road so I don't know who you are, hey? I'm going to get your license plate. Lewis, won't even park nearby. Streets away, right? Won't identify himself, breaking the rules, comes to my home without no warning, claiming from the government. Look, see, he's coming back again. Coming back again. Coming back again. Look, he's going to chase me. I'll have to be a prisoner of my own home. Look. Prisoner of my own home.
You're in a public street now. You're the one following me.
I'm in a public street following you, am I?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Look, he's chasing me to my own home. Yeah, I was work. What's that? Sorry? Worked my whole life, have I? Yeah, we got it.
Yeah. So you can play it, okay, buddy?
Yeah, you can record me all you like.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you going to do with my information?
What your information? I'm going to publicise it to the whole world.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, good. Thank you
You're,
for that.
you're a stranger who's trying to break into my home, claim to be someone you're not. Won't identify yourself, breaking the law on every single step, inside my home threatening to hit me over the head with a baseball bat, breaking into my home illegally and everything. All on fucking camera, you piece of shit. All on camera. All on camera. All on camera. These people are supposed to give you warning in advance. No warning, nothing. Turn up to my home claiming to be from the government, won't identify themselves. The same guy admitted it in my home, breaking into my home, going through my stuff on camera. How may I help you?
Good day, sir. Senior Constable Smith here from Warren Police. How you doing?
I'm not too well. I've been harassed today by someone who tried to break into my home again. On the door, on my home, on my door, breaking in again.
Contractor fella?
Actually, this is a guy who illegally broke into my home on camera and said he's going to hit me over the head with a bat. Over and over. It's on my door. Please read the door and leave me alone, please. I would not to be harassed by this guy and his buddies. I would like not to have police. I know you guys may or may not know what's going on. I would like to be left alone.
Yeah, but do you want us to help you try and find this guy? Or what?
I've got a lot of information on him, but look, this is a complicated situation. The door is self-explanatory. I'm a whistleblower, and these people will not leave me alone.
Do you know who this dude is then?
Yeah, he works for Downer Group. He's in collaboration with the housing department. They've been harassing me to the extreme for a very long time. This doesn't stop.
Right. So would you?
So this is look. This is his quote. He's the guy in
It's hard to
blue.
read it through the screen.
Yeah, just you can. Yeah, I'll just close it and you can read it. He's on blue. There's a CD there. There's all kinds of shit everywhere. You can find it yourself.
So are you Jeremy?
Yes, I'm Jeremy.
Okay. Did you threaten anyone with weapons today?
I told this guy if he doesn't leave my home, he's taking photos out of my home. I said I will defend myself if he doesn't leave.
But do you have any weapons in here?
Oh, are you going to search my home? No, no, thank you.
No, I was just asking.
No, look, I'm not going to be interrogated. This guy is a criminal. He's coming to my home. He's on camera, all over the internet, all on camera, saying he's in my home, breaking into my home, saying he's going to hit me over the head with a bat and stuff.
Who is it?
The same guy. The same guy who contacted you.
What's his name?
The same guy who contacted you.
He did not call.
Okay, who called you?
We got called by a resident here who heard a commotion.
I highly unlikely. I don't believe it. Look, it's on there. It appears you know about a contractor guy, so you've got something going to go on.
You or him from a bar.
Okay, look.
You're coming in up here, mate. You're going at a million miles an hour.
No, I'm not going a million miles an hour. I'm pretty clear, I think. I think I'm being very clear, and I think that my door is self-explanatory. If you go to someone's door and they've got a message on their door and a warning on their door, you read the door before you knock. So please, read the door.
I need to speak to you about what's happened today.
No, you don't.
Did you put this up today?
No, this has been up there for a very long time. With that CDs, a recording of them breaking into my home, telling them they're going to kill me.
So something happened today, and I'm coming here for that. But if that was here before today, that doesn't relate to
this. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, conversation over.
Okay.
Evidence on the door. Deal with it, please, sir.
Trying not to hurt anyone.
Trying not to hurt. Well, I'm trying to mind my own business in my own home, and I have a guy coming to my door, taking photos of my door and threatening me.
All you've done is yell at me and not tell me who the guy
No,
is.
I'm done. Conversation over.
All right.
I would like not to be harassed by police ever again. And I would not. No, I don't take advice from police.
Well, you're going to have to.
No, I don't take advice from police.
We'll take it from the law, sir. Don't hurt
Okay,
anyone.
yeah, I think I'm more qualified in the law. I used to be a spy. I know the law more than you
Used
do.
to be a spy.
Yes, I know the law more than you do.
For who?
I'd rather not say.
Well, you're obviously not a very good spy.
Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am. That's why I don't take advice from the police, and this is why these people will not leave me alone. Recordings on the door, on the CD. There's a lot more where that came from. Read the door.
How to hide, and
Please read the door. Please read the door and leave, and go arrest this guy and all his
I
collaborators.
don't know who he is.
All right, well, go find
You
out.
won't tell me who he
Well,
is.
go find out.
Why can't you just tell me who he is?
Well,
You want me to do it, but you're not.
Yeah,
telling me
well,
who he is.
go read the door and go from there.
Does it say his name on there?
Go read the door and go from there.
Does it say his name on there?
Go read the door and go from there.
There's
Okay?
no name on there.
Okay, no, done.
You're
Okay?
not helping me. How am I supposed to help you?
Oh, you're not helping me, no.
So you
Okay,
don't
conversation over. Don't contact me ever again. Read the door before you go to someone's door next time.
No,
Read the warnings on the door.
I'll just buzz the doorbell. This has been.
No, you won't buzz the doorbell. You do not have my position. Now,
Well, I don't understand.
bye-bye.
what the issue is.
Bye-bye. The issue is written on my door. Go read it.
All
And
right.
don't contact me again.
Don't hurt anyone, okay?
Don't hurt anyone. Is that gaslighting or something? It sounds like to me.
All right. You take care.
You got it? You got it? Why do I keep getting visits over and over with this message on the door? Over and over again.
Is it?
Yes, it is. What? Why don't answer the question, please, after this message?
Okay, let me just introduce myself.
I don't care. I don't care who you are.
I'm from Wyong Police.
Yes.
Currently wearing a body-worn video recording our interaction.
Yes, of course.
I haven't read your warning, so I'm just here investigating.
Really?
alleged assault.
Never saw every time. Alleged assault, really.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you some questions about it.
Not interested.
Yep. You don't have to say or do anything.
Okay, bye-bye.
Do you understand that?
Goodbye then.
Anything you do say or do has been
Okay,
recorded.
do I need to
And
talk to
can be
you?
used as evidence in
Do I
court.
need to talk to you, yes or no?
Do you want to talk to us about
Okay,
this?
goodbye. Goodbye.
Alright, see ya. I'll read your sign.
Jeremy, you at home, mate? Jeremy, it's a smoke alarm check, mate. I'm guessing you don't want me to come in today? I'll leave a note in your letterbox, mate.
Jeremy, you there?
Yes, that's. Oh, there's me. Oh, you were on there and Tracy's on there. Oh, shit.
Hello, Jeremy. It's Kat from housing.
Yeah. Talking to him is that really easy, but he's like hard around the corner or something.
He's not, I don't know.
Yeah, mind if I get that overnight? No.
I don't see what I think he's when he hasn't put the orders and stuff in the job. Right.
Yeah, there is a sign for now.
Yeah, there's a new one.
Yeah. I have evidence that we're part of a larger corruption scheme.
we need to do it, so.
Yeah, well, not for a second.
Yeah, no.
You never know where it is.
He's not. Yeah. Made up. Why I'm there.
Yeah.
So with the jobs, it's trying to knock these up and all down.
Yeah.
It's funny, it's one that I signed what he's fucked or something.
Yeah, it's threats on there. It's literally threats that we'll just make up about us. Towards us.
One on picks up.
I've dealt with these problems in particular as well. Particularly station as well as well.
Just shut the fuck up and go back to where you came from, bald asshole.
Hi, Jeremy.
What do you think you're doing, baldy man? Get the fuck out, you invasive asshole. Are you here for a smoke alarm check? Did you shut down the entire block's power supply for that yet?
What do you think you're doing? Why are you wandering around his house? Get the fuck out. Gee.
But the police weren't. So I tried to do that to leave alone. Not just for this one myself.
I'm going to talk to you about Witness J, or Agent J. You may have heard about him. Some big Australian whistleblower, right? The letter J, my name's J for Jeremy. No connection there, right? Well, it is. It's a government LARP of me, and I'll show you. And I'll show you why it's so important. Right, let's get my avatar out of the way, background out of the way, and I'll show you some things. So here you see my Twitter. My first interaction directly with this Agent J. Witness J8, Witness J, right? Former spy, asking for mental health support. Jailed after asking for mental health support 3 times, really. A whistleblower asking for mental health support. That's what it's all about. He's whistleblowing about the government refusing mental health support for whistleblowers. If you know anything, you know where this is going. To my former colleagues, don't wait to get mental health support. Do it now and break the law if it means saving your life. I had to. Prison is far preferable to suicide. I don't need to provide you with examples of the latter inside our quiet ranks. Really? Prison is preferable to suicide. Get your mental health support in prison right now. 1984, Thought Police, right? Here's my response. This is in December 31, 2019. This is when Witness J really started being a thing out of nowhere. It just came out of nowhere, right? My response, this is my response here at least. And there's more elsewhere, but this is where I responded here on Twitter. You're a full of shit shill trying to push potential whistleblowers into dobbing themselves in to be kidnapped and discredited by psychiatry. I am the real J. Stop signing your messages when they already start with your username --Chelmsford scandal, if you know about the Chelmsford scandal. So here's a interaction here, and you can see, look, this is a big Australian whistleblower, yet look, there's only 10 comments, and I'm one of them. Oh yeah, surely no one saw, right? In the crowd of comments. There is no crowd of comments. And this is regarding me and the Chinese scandal. So what happened was, I was warning about China and India, and I'll do a video on India later if I'm well enough. I'm just well enough to do this video right now, and it's one of the lists. I decided to do one of the videos I have a list to do, and this is the one I'm going to do about Witness J, or Agent J. So I warned about the Chinese conspiracies, things that the Chinese were in the very act of doing, buying out industries, land, housing, etc., and deliberately sabotaging the country, and they're about to do a big thing. And corrupt government officials, every fucking one of them is corrupt. They decided to save their own asses, and they sold out their own Chinese allies in the process, and tried to become a bigger internal government whistleblowers of the Chinese conspiracy that they gaslighted me and imprisoned myself and other people for talking about this. But now, no, it reverses the roles. History has been written. Now the politicians, they're using all our evidence and arguments and claims. Now they're the bastions of truth now. And Jackie Lambie, and you can probably find some of this on my Twitter. A lot of things get deleted. Maybe there's some left. Jackie Lambie started, corrupt piece of shit by the way, started this Chinese government crusade to show to expose the Chinese infiltration of Australia. And look, it's a big thing now. I mean, Donald Trump was warning about this too, and he was right. Not that I agree with everything that he does or says, but he was right about China. And he copped a lot of crap for that too, just as I have since long before that. But here's me talking to Witness J in 2019, late 2019. This whole scenario was invented out of nowhere. You'd think with something so serious, it would have been in all over the media for a long time. Only it wasn't. It was invented by the government. You can see crystal clear here already. This is just a government shill trying to coerce people into saying, oh, you're a whistleblower, report yourself to psychiatry, get gaslighted, discredited, and disappear behind closed scenes for mental illness. Like my mental illness of many of them, the dominant one being documenting government corruption and being too smart for his own good. And the last time I was kidnapped and tortured by the government was under the name of believing the government is corrupt, is apparently a mental illness now. If you don't understand what I'm saying here, off your... Get out of the fucking way and off your... So I'm going to go to the Wikipedia. Here's the Wikipedia of Witness J. Just say the start of it here. It's all crap anyway. This whole story was just made up as a reaction to this Chinese thing. That I was front and center of, as among many other things. This in fact happened after the New Zealand incident, which anyone who knows me knows my involvement there. So this is after that. I had a big target over my head for a long time, but after that, you know, that target grew massively, and this happened. So Witness J, also known by the pseudonyms Alan Johns, or, get this, Prisoner 123458. Really. Let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and put a little curly bit in the end to make 6 into 8. Prisoner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Yeah, I don't think that's your prison number, dude. Like, they really are that stupid and that uncreative. Is a former Australian intelligence officer who was subject to a secret trial under Section 22 of the National Security Information Act. Section 22. Let's have a look. What was this? Oh, it's not the National Security Act. Oh, no. Section 2. Let's go to New South Wales. Section 222. Mental Health Act. The guy that's a mental health advocate. Section 22 is actually the Mental Health Act. Let's have a look at what Section 22 is. Here we go. A police officer who in any place finds a person who appears to be mentally ill or mentally disturbed may apprehend the person or take the person to a declared mental health facility if the officer believes on reasonable grounds that the person is committing or has recently committed offense, or that the person has recently attempted to kill himself or herself, or that it is probable that the person will attempt to kill himself or herself, or any other person, or attempt to cause serious physical harm to himself or himself, or really bad wording, or any other person, and it will be beneficial if the person's welfare to the person's welfare to be dealt with in accordance with this act, rather than as otherwise in accordance with law. Let me say that again. Rather than otherwise in accordance with law. This is not even a law. It does not even recognize as a law. This is outside and beyond the law to kidnap people and do horrific things to them. No Section 22 coincidence there. No J coincidence there. No psychiatric kidnapping connection there, right? No, you'll get gaslighted for saying that. Hell, my eyes twitching at that. I've got massive allergies and stuff. A police officer may apprehend a person under this section without a warrant. Without a warrant. Normally they want to raid your home. They need a warrant. No. They just use the magic words mentally ill and they can just raid your home. Without a warrant, kidnap you without a warrant, and may exercise any powers conferred by Section 81 on a person who is authorized under the section to take a person to a mental health facility or another health facility. Really, yeah, anything. Yeah, like they want to cut pieces of your brain out, a brain surgery clinic. They can do that too. They can do it. Basically, the police officer does not need to prove anything. They just need to accuse you of mental illness, and they're above and outside the law. And they don't say this here, or very reason why they don't say it, but they actually become immune to investigation in the process by accusing you of mental illness and raiding your home. They don't need to prove it. They don't need to justify it or explain it. They just use the two words, magic words, mental illness, and they do what the fuck they want, take you away, and you never heard of it again. So yeah, Section 22. That's what the actual Section 22 is. I'll just look just to go. So look, I type in Section 22, and that Section 22 comes up. No coincidence with psychiatry there, right? And look, sectioned. Sectioned. Right, literally sectioned. Involuntary commitment, civil commitment, involuntary hospitalization. These aren't hospitals, they're torture and murder facilities. Or involuntary hospitalization is a legal process. No, it's outside and beyond the law, actually. A process which an individual who is deemed by a qualified agent to have symptoms of severe mental disorder is detained in a psychiatric hospital where they can be treated involuntarily. Do you not see? But look, as I'm saying, this was all invented as a reaction to me. I'm the real witness, Jay. So, we go. Look at this. The references, look, they come from 13th of March 2020, after the New Zealand, around the New Zealand, actually. I think it was after the New Zealand thing, but yeah. It was created in 2020. There's no references of this. Look, 2021, 21, 2021, 2020. 13th of March seems to be the day this was invented. And look, let's go to view history. It doesn't go very far. There's not many entries here, but the earliest it goes to, there we go. See, 13th of March 2020. All in the same, really. It's all invented 13th of March 2020. There's a Wikipedia comes up. The first references in any place, anywhere, comes up all at this time with the backstory they invented. And they started laughing at me, trying to bait people who are trying to whistleblow against government corruption, to especially intelligence officers. You know, my intelligence history, they're scared to death of people in the intelligence world, especially in Australia, of joining forces with me and giving me intel. They don't know where I'm getting my intel from, you see. They don't know who and where and how. And they wouldn't believe me if I told them. But they know. I got the goods. I have access to the goods. I have access to things they don't even comprehend. And I've seen things. I've seen every little dirty secret. And I'm 100 chess moves ahead of them every time. And they're scared to death of me having any connection to any intelligence spies in Australia. Obviously elsewhere as well. I've been interrogated and tortured over my connection to spies overseas, the USA, for example, in intelligence organizations, government intelligence organizations in other countries, especially the USA. But they're scared to death of internal whistleblowers who are physically close to me around Australia and this country. So this is a reaction, a desperate reaction to try to put a net to catch any potential whistleblowers who may want to come forward or even work with me. It's all it's a psychiatric grooming thing. Former spy at ASIS persecuted and jailed after asking for mental health support 3 times. The mental health system, it's not a health system, it's anti-mind, and it's the medieval cult of torture and execution for social control. This guy is the bastion, the country's bastion of whistleblower kidnappings, the organization that makes people who dob disappear. And this is the thing this guy's proposing. A lot of this stuff has been deleted all over the internet. I'm surprised there's at least one message he left on Twitter. And the government jumps on board. Really, the government endorses this and jumps on board, exposing their own corruption. No, this is a shill invented with a backstory they invented, which seems to be invented on 13th of March 2020 at a very precise timing. Very narrow window of time of certain events that happened. My point to this is my previous video regarding me calling up a royal commission. It should be self-explanatory. This is psychiatric grooming. They're desperate to catch whistleblowers. I just thought I'd put this up and show an example of this shit. It's in every corner. Do not report government corruption to the government or police. You can't trust third-party organizations, any of them. Most of them are on the government payroll. They are controlled and owned by the government. And I'll show this. Look, I'll just do more. Watch this. Beyond Blue. Let's go Wikipedia. Let's go Black Dog Institute too, right? Black Dog. Right, mental health is a non-for-profit facility for diagnosis. Basically, you may have seen Black Dog Institute. Let's go, Are You Okay? Black Dog Institute. You should see it all over social media asking you for donations. This is government owned. Oh, no, it's not. It's independent. No, we're going to show this. We're going to show you. It is actually, look, see, it's connected to Beyond Blue. They're all connected. They're all owned by an international psychiatric grooming organization. Are You Okay? The guy, the scammer guy that died who created it. But yeah, seeing, look, let's just go to Are You Okay? Right. Before we go to Beyond Blue, let's go to Are You Okay? Let's go merchandise, really. Does all. You go to the shops, you buy a Dare iced coffee. Are you okay? You buy a Vegemite. Are you okay? You buy a chocolate bar. Are you okay? Symbols everywhere. This is like 1984 propaganda. There's a massive list of merchandise. A massive list. Look, school, shop now, school, even for children. They look pages and pages and pages of this shit. Does this look like a non-for-profit thing? This is psychiatric grooming. It's basically once a year, dob in your peers. Anyone questions the government, anyone feeling a bit sad about something, they're a bit keen to resist the authorities because they're not happy with the hand they've been dealt in life. You better dob them in 1984 style. But let's go to Beyond Blue. Beyond Blue. So who is the chair? The chair of Beyond Blue, this mental health organization, is chaired by Julia Gillard. Really, Prime Minister of Australia, who actually stole the country in a coup. Julia Gillard is the chair of Beyond Blue, which is to promote and improve mental health and support those affected by anxiety, depression, and suicide. Yes, because how many of these people, I think, are statistically people who are whistleblowers, for example, they have, and like I think it's 80%, I think it's like 80 something percent, I think it's 83 or something, or 87% suicide rate with obviously suspicious circumstances, right? They suicide, you know, suicide by gunshot to the back of the head and shit. But the chair of Beyond Blue, the mental health grooming organization, is chaired by Julie Gillard. Well, let's see who created it. Let's see if we can. Here we go. Beyond Blue was founded in 2000 by former Premier of Victoria, Jeff Kennett. Really? Here's Julie Gillard. Here's Jeff Kennett. Really? The government, the very top level of the government, created this. But look, here we go. Look, non-government organization, right? It's a non-government organization, and they say it's independent of the government, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's go Beyond Blue. Let's go to their website. Let's have a look at their funding. beyondblue.org.au. Hey, I might get raided just for going to this website because I might be suicidal or something, right? Let's have a look. Let's do this. Beyond Blue funding. Because you can't use their website. There we go. I have to do it from Google to access their funding page. So let's have a sort. Our support corporate kindness. So corporations, right? They're always asking for money, right? All these mental health organizations are always asking for money, but they're owned by the government, controlled by the government. Here we go. Look, government funding. Beyond Blue is supported by the federal government and every state and territory government in Australia through core funding and tied funding to deliver certain projects or programs. Really? Yeah. Oh, what's this? Non-government organization, yet the government funds and owns it. All these whistleblower organizations, all these human rights organizations, and especially these mental health organizations, all owned by the government. So, Witness J here is a government shill and with an invented story. So it doesn't exist. It's fake. Maybe there was an original whistleblower. They based it off and they invented this story around it, but it's all made up. This Witness J here, it's all made up. A government shill. The point here is, this video is, do not report government corruption to the government. If you're going to do that, be that stupid, you probably deserve what they'll do to you. Document database evidence. Try to get confessions of all kinds of stuff. Hide it, stash it, database it, put it on hard drives, bury it in places, and most of all, distribute it around the world on the internet. Spread it out like Easter eggs everywhere. And make a King Kong of a dead man switch. My previous video shows you cannot and should not contact the government to report government corruption. It's far too late for that. You need to get off your ass, sort your head out, work with those, especially like myself, to take action and matters into your own hands and do what needs to be done. Sort yourself out, get off your ass, and help me do what needs to be done. But without medical intervention, I will die anytime now, but I'm going to have a short remission out of nowhere, partial remission. I'm very sick right now. I'm having a massive autoimmune attack. My immune system is actually going haywire, but it's also fighting back the infection or something. It seems to be, to give me a little bit of room where I can do maybe one or maybe a few videos if I'm lucky. But it's probably going to collapse really bad, and I'm having joint problems and all kinds of stuff as autoimmune things backfire. It might be a sign of the end. But till then, I'll do what I can, as I can. So this Witness J thing is a scam, a net to catch whistleblowers and groom them for psychiatry. Many more, many more of these will come and go. They'll find every excuse in the book to redirect you through psychiatry and catch you in their net. And they'll gaslight you, discredit you, call you mentally ill, blah, blah, blah. You know what needs to be done? Get off your ass and do it. Okay, it's up. I don't have my seat buff. I don't know where my seat buff is, so I'll just be up on the floor. Here we go. Calling the Royal Commission. Calling the Royal Commission again.
Alright, I'm here.
1-800 5. I think it's 517. I can't read it. My eyes. 199. Hang on. I don't know. Let's do it this way. 1-800. Oh, I'm sick. Why is it not working? It's got a delay on it. What's going on? It's gone.
Hello, you have called the Royal Commission into Violence, Abuse, Neglect and Exploitation of People with Disability Information Line. Someone will answer your call shortly. Your call may be recorded for quality or coaching purposes. Please let us know if you do not wish your call to be recorded. Our website address is disability.org.
Thank you for calling the Disability Royal Commission. You're speaking with Prakash. How may I assist you today?
I can't hear you very well. You're very faint. I need to be back in a sec. Just give me 1 sec. Can you fix your volume while I be back? Just give me a sec. I just need to get a sick bucket. Hang on. So, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, I can hear. There's several of us here, people from around the world. I'm sick, I'm dying, I'm injured, I'm a fugitive on the run without a crime, over whistleblowing on the ultimate level. The government's after me. I'm going to be taken out any moment. I'm surrounded from every angle. This has been going on for 10 years. I recently contacted this Royal Commission. Several months ago, I said, what do you think is going to happen when this phone call ends? What do you think is going to happen? I asked them, what are you going to do to protect whistleblowers? What do you think is going to happen when this phone call ends? And what do you think happened? So I'm about to die. I'm about to die either from the injuries he's done to me already, from the kidnappings, tortures and beatings, or the police raids. They got fraudulent court cases from every angle. It's all provable. I have piles of evidence. Can anyone that's here left in the voice, can you please say that this is true or not?
This is true. I've witnessed it.
This is like as damning as it gets. I ask again, what is the Royal Commission doing to protect whistleblowers like me? Because I get a different story from different people.
So, the information that you're trying to provide to this commission...
Nothing to do with my question. I asked you a question.
So the question is, that's what I want to know, like, is...
I know you want to know the question. I just asked the question. Answer the question, please.
So there are ways, because I'm not sure if we've spoken before, but...
We have spoken before. A couple of months ago.
Yes, we have. You're the same person. I recognize your voice.
Yes. Of the people who come forward, sharing their experiences, stories with the Royal Commission, because they are important.
You're still not answering the question, dude. Please answer the question.
As I said, we value the safety of the people.
You're still not answering the question. Please answer the question.
There are provisions, legal provisions to ensure that the information that is shared with us is kept confidential.
That has nothing to do with my question. I'm not talking about secret handing over of information and hiding identities. My identity is known. Your answer has nothing to do with my question. Please answer the question. I'm sick. I'm dying. I'm on the run. I'm identified. Everyone in the government knows who I am. I'm the ultimate whistleblower. I have a bigger target over my head than Julian Assange. Okay? I'm the founder of Anonymous. You remember we spoke months ago. As I said, they would come after me, and they came after me. They raid my home every day. They're about to kill me if I don't die from the injuries already. So let me ask you again. I'm not talking about anything else. Whistleblowers like me in this situation that I'm in, because I've spoken to other people, they get a completely different answer from you. What can you do to keep... I'm going to die. What are you going to do about it?
Well, we cannot decide to resolve individual cases. If you
No, actually you can. That's a flat-out lie. Flat-out lie. Yes, you can.
If you are in danger, I would request you to contact the emergency services immediately.
Really? The emergency services are people who are trying to kill me? Really? These are the very people I'm reporting.
Yeah.
The evil three. There's corruption everywhere, but the evil three. The medical system, specifically psychiatry, the police, and family and community services. Those three. You're asking me to report myself to the very people who are raiding my home every day, trying desperately to kill me. Really? That's your answer? It doesn't get any worse than this, dude. Let me ask you. I won't repeat my question. Think again and give me a better answer, please.
Look, I do not know where else you can go. If you are in danger, I would still request you to contact the emergency services.
The people who are trying to kill me.
The Royal Commission, and the Royal Commission cannot decide.
Yes, dude. See, I know better. I know that's absolute horseshit. Absolute horseshit. Because I know I know people who have been in ongoing contact with the Royal Commission, helping them in all kinds of ways. And what you're saying is a flat out lie! Liar! Fucking liar! Fucking liar! Now tell me the truth! Answer again!
Sorry to hear about your experiences.
No, you're not! You basically told me last time, best wishes, die! That's your response.
I did not say anything like that.
That's the meaning of what you said, and it's crystal clear to everyone who heard it.
Yes.
It was.
You fucked you, not just your organization, you personally fucked me over. You're responsible for this. You're responsible for my death and the death of all these other people. You and you alone. Not anyone else. You can't pass it off into someone else. You did this personally. Now, let me ask you again. What are you doing for whistleblowers who are on the run, who are sick and dying and injured, who've done no crime, who are trying to report these very crimes, your Royal Commission, at the highest level of government investigation? What are you doing to protect the whistleblowers? Don't tell me you can't do nothing. I know better. Answer again.
We have our terms of reference and we work under the terms of reference. We cannot decide or resolve individual cases. If you want to know how...
I had nothing to do with my question. Nothing to do with my question, son. Answer the fucking question. Again. Try it again.
Sorry, I do not have answer to your question, and I feel that me being in this call is not helping you, so I'm ending this call. Sorry.
I'm adding it to the recording.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot employ Catherine. Catherine cannot back for you in any capacity at all.
That's not true, and that's not what I asked for. That's not true, and that's not what I asked for.
Let me speak.
That's not... Hang on, someone else is here. Someone else is here who wants to speak to you. I didn't realise I was in voice chat. Hang on. Was that you, Virgil? Let me just turn the volume up. Hang on.
Hello,
Virgil,
can
who
you
am
hear
I?
me? Yeah, you're the founder of Anonymous. Your life is in danger, and he's asking for legal advice. All he's... Can you let me finish?
Can you let me or him speak, please? Listen to him.
Like, how you're acting is totally not normal, dude. In a normal conversation, you wait until the person is finished talking. Alright? No. You let us answer. What's the point of asking questions if you're not gonna let people answer? Are you gonna ask questions you're not ready to let people answer? Like, if you ask a question, wait until the person is finished
Let him answer
answering.
then. Let one of us answer.
No. We're not gonna play this game, dude. Because if you do it once, you'll do it again. So let us answer. Jeremy is asking for legal advice.
Stop,
He's even
He's
willing.
trying to speak.
What makes you the arbiter of what's right or wrong, dude? Like, we're not gonna play your game. Let us finish answering and you can ask whatever the fuck you want.
So Virgil, please explain my situation to him. And
yeah, like
fuck
he's
the
being
timeline, we'll
persecuted
take
by...
as long as it needs. Go, please, Virgil. Explain.
He's being persecuted by housing, by the government, and his life is in danger. He needs a lawyer to look at his case, give legal advice on what he can do and what leeways he can go for. And he wants her to look at the 4-hour compilation and see what advice she can give him. And he's prepared to pay her in full just for that.
I'm not asking her to turn up to court or anything like that. Just watch the video. And what do you have to say about that? That's it.
My answer to both of you, and that's exactly what I'm trying to get from you. Okay, number one, you cannot employ Catherine, she's a family member. Number two, she cannot advise you on anything because she's a family member. Now, I'm sure that both of you will disagree because you know more about the law than us. And you could talk to specifically the ethics department.
Well, do you know what happens? Guess what happens when I call them? Guess what happens when I call them? Assassination attempt. Oh, yes, they do. I call them up, assassination attempt.
Yeah, I've witnessed it myself, dude.
Virgil,
I have witnessed it myself.
Yeah, Virgil, what happens every time on record, on live stream? What happens?
Yeah. They always try to bully you, harass you, come at your front doorstep, trying to break into your home, taking pictures of, inside your home, every single time with fake IDs, confirmed expired IDs, every single
And Virgil,
time.
what do they confess to their plans? What are their plans? What do they confess and laugh about?
Yeah, to get you behind bars, to get you in court, all types of gaslighting shit, always trying to put him in a scared mode where he's fearing for his life 24/7. He has no single moment to have a moment of peace to sit down, and you're here, me. But Jeremy is scared to death, dude. Like, he can't have a moment to rest.
Refer me straight back to the very people who are trying to kill me. Thank you very much, brother. Who built your lawyer business for you? Who designed your logo? Who designed your business cards? Who helped you build half your house? Who helped you build half your house? I made it.
He made it, dude.
Not just the logo. No, it's not. It's on the website. Virgil, you saw it, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw it.
And I was shown the email where I sent it in 2013. Same exact logo. Stop lying. Oh, I'm threatening you now. I'm threatening you now. I'm threatening you. You're trying. Okay.
Help? In what way are you helping him?
So you're helping
tell
me
us.
and I'm threatening you, really? I need to go to the very people who are trying to kill me. Thank you very much. For all I've done for you, thank you very much. Well, guess what? It cost me my living the day I was born. You have no idea what I've done and what it's cost me. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. Why don't you look into what I've been up to? Because I'm the one. Well, guess what? I can't go. I need surgery. I'm going to die. I need surgery, but I can't get it.
Yeah, well, what's the difference between you and my kids? I'm trying to tell you, you don't know what I'm going through.
What's the difference? There's a very big difference. There is a very big difference. Really.
I'm trying to help you. Go to someone who can help you. Okay?
Really. The very people who are trying to kill me. Yeah, you're going to refer me right back to the very people who are trying to kill me, and that's helping me. And somehow I'm threatening you. Well, guess what? I'm about to die. Thank you very much. I'm about to die. This was my last chance.
Like, dude.
Yeah, you don't know anything about what's going on with me.
He contacted the highest form of government corruption. And what did they do to him?
I'm trying to save more than my life. I'm trying to save every life. You have no idea. I'm trying to save a million sons' lives.
You know what you're trying to save, sir? You know what you're trying to save? Your own income. You're trying to save your own income, and you admitted it yourself.
I know. I used to be a spy. I'm an actual expert in this. What you're saying is just not true. I can't help you because blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah is a filthy fucking lie. Filthy fucking lie. Yeah, I won't be called a liar either. Can you hear, Virgil?
Yeah. Yes. I'm here.
Yes? Okay. I want you to have a look and tell me if I'm a fucking liar. Because you know what? It is black and fucking white as to the regulations of lawyers within this country. Okay? All I can do is send you to someone, and that's...
I know what the regulations and what you're saying is just not true. You're not a qualified lawyer. You don't know what you're talking about. A cop-out. I can't help you because of technicality I made up. You sound just like the government, dude.
I'm disgusted that this is how the first phone call of after all I've fucking done to...
Really? What was the last... Do you remember the last phone call? Do you remember the last phone call? When I was being tortured?
Yeah, it was actually with the tribunal, and I said...
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Why do you want me to post the phone record?
I was being tortured. I was being tortured, and all I asked you was to get a message out on my Facebook to let my friends know where I was, and you didn't even do that.
That's not actually...
That is... No. Anything else is a lie. Lies. Lies. Never happened. Never happened. Liar. Never happened. Never happened.
Well, what would you know? Okay?
Oh, because I was there? Listen, listen, listen. I have a question. Listen. I'm being disrespectful. That's not what I asked you. You're misconstruing, deliberately misconstruing every single thing I say. Every single thing I say. Really? Really? No, that's not where you're going to see me, buddy. That's not where you're going to see me, buddy. Well, I'm going to be dead any moment now. Thank you very much for everything I've done for you. I've built everything you have, I built for you. Everything you have, I built for you. Thank you very much. I thought you can't give advice. Hang on. I thought you can't give advice. I thought you're not allowed to give advice. Now you are. Isn't it interesting the narrative changes?
I am not giving you legal advice. I'm giving you advice that we cannot help you. You can take that, you can tell that to the Law Society, and they will agree with it. Okay? I've told you, your friends listening, just have a look. You're not professional. I think you are. You're not. We know the legislation quite well.
No, you don't. I don't follow legislation either. I follow the law.
Excuse me?
I don't follow legislation. I follow the law. And I follow the spirit of law. You probably even don't know what the... You probably don't even know what the written letter and the spirit of law even means.
Mate, you don't know what the rules and regulations are.
Really? I used to be a spy. I used to work for intelligence agencies, son. I used to work for intelligence agencies. I know this shit more than anyone. And what you're saying is not true. And you're not a qualified lawyer. You are not a qualified lawyer at all. I didn't call up to speak to you. I was speaking to a lawyer. I was speaking to a lawyer, and that lawyer passed me on to you to abuse me.
Okay, who's the lawyer?
The lawyer is my sister-in-law, whose business I designed everything for.
I'm sorry. Good luck, Jeremy. I have sick kids to look after. I'm sick myself, and it is what it is. I've tried to help you.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm going to die trying to save lives. I'm actually doing something important. For real.
I am saving lives, mate.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're destroying lives. You're destroying the world with what you're doing. What you're doing right now is like the epitome of everything wrong in the world right now is what you're doing. And you just hang up. I got the final parts on
I have
record.
everything
I
on
missed the
record,
early
by the
parts,
way.
so basically I'll be dead in a few days. Just to show, look, case in point, right? That's my family for you. My last resort lawyer, lie, pass me off to someone else, abuse me, lie. Abuse me, lie, shut up and hurry up and die. Every step of the way, lie. All right, I'll turn the video off and I'll add this to the compilation. I'll do it again, and yeah, and I'll be dead. And I trust you. You guys, I have to rely on you guys. Back up this compilation video, get it out everywhere after I'm gone. Bye bye, guys. I'm going to hell.
No, I haven't broken into your home. No, I haven't broken into your home. No, I haven't broken into your home. Hi, Jeremy. It's Tracy Curry calling from Housing. Could you please give me a ring?
Yes, I'm here.
35.
I'm here.
You there, Jeremy?
Yes.
Hi, how you going?
Not very good. Thank you very much.
Not good. You're not well.
Oh, people keep breaking into my home and laughing on live stream. That's what.
Oh, dear.
Yes, someone by the name of Tracy Curry.
By the who? Me?
Yes, I've got you on camera.
No, I haven't broken into your home.
Yes, I've got you on camera.
No, I haven't broken into your home. No, I haven't broken into your home. No, I haven't broken into your home.
There's my ID. I need to check your smoke alarm if you're ready to smoke.
No, I haven't broken into your home. No, I haven't broken into your home. No, I haven't broken into your home.
Yeah, you're undercover with the FBI, I know.
Help! You see, he's just a man.